Hello, everybody. Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting live to this Dallas Mavericks versus Toronto Raptors game 3 of the season, and this is a very, very important game for the Toronto Raptors. We are coming off a loss out there against the Milwaukee Bucks, coming up on a tough part of the schedule. We got things going all over the place out there in the stream, but we are ready to roll, folks. First thing I need from you guys, we got 17 people in here right from the jump. Hit that like button to get things started. Let the algorithm know that this stream is rocking and rolling here, and this is a very, very important game. But before we dive into that, before we dive into the analysis, before we dive into this, because this game is starting in 15 minutes, we did have some breaking news right before this stream. Some breaking news did drop right before this stream, and it is very, very good news because our guy Colin Murray Boyles, we were worried, we were wondering what the heck is happening with his forearm. I googled it out here for one of these videos, and they said it could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 months, it could be 4 to 6 months with an arm strain, which is the word that is out there reported. But we got news today that Colin Murray Boyles is going to make his Toronto Raptors debut. CMB is available and will make his NBA debut tonight in Dallas, and this is huge for the Toronto Raptors. This is a big, big pickup because we've been talking about it a ton. We've been discussing it out there on all these videos. The Raptors front line is thin, and while I have been a huge, huge fan of the Sandro Mamukelashvili pickup, he is a smaller ball 5, more of a natural power forward, so this is very, very good news. Good news, spam W out there in the chat if you are happy to see Colin Murray Boyles out there, for this Toronto Raptors group. Very, very exciting. But Paradise Lost is asking, why is Marcel Mavericks Digest now? Ben, hey, Marcel's trying to get that bread. We're growing those channels there. The biggest thing we have, because he's streaming on this Mavs channel right now, we need to make sure our stream is bigger. We can't have Marcel have a bigger stream. He's been streaming every game for the past couple of years, but we are building up this stream family, building up this audience, and it is going to be a fun game tonight. I dropped this. I've been streaming all the Blue Jays games as well. I know that's something everyone's watching, everyone's tuned in for, but I am just as excited tonight about this Raptors game against the Dallas Mavericks because, again, you need a few wins. You need to really set the tone at the start of the season. Hey, this team is going to be winning, and we've seen some highs, some lows out there in the first 2 games of this season, but overall, this team looks a lot more competitive, looks a lot more locked in, and, facing off against the Dallas Mavericks, I know they've lost a couple games, they have a few things going on. I'll break down some of the storylines here now as well in this game leading into this one, but the Toronto Raptors need to take advantage of what's going on in Dallas. And I'll bring it up here because, again, you look at the Dallas Mavericks team and you might say, hey, this team has Cooper Flagg. This team has Anthony Davis. This team has P.J. Washington. They should be very, very competitive. Well, they just got smoked out there by the Washington Wizards. They got cooked by the San Antonio Spurs to start off this game. And right now, you saw Marcel went a little bit viral. He leaked the news. Again, I talked to Marcel, but talked to him pretty well every day, start off this season, but this is legit. This is a legit report. This is as legit as it gets. Basically, 2 sources have confirmed that after tonight's loss against the Washington Wizards, of course, a couple days ago, Jason Kidd was overheard talking to his wife and allegedly said, I don't know if I could deal with it anymore. Here, the context of the quote is unclear, but Jason Kidd was late to his post-game interview, alleged team meeting, and at this time, it was said the meeting is unclear. So, there is some stuff. We could see Jason Kidd quit his job tonight if the Toronto Raptors pull out a dominant win. So we want to see it happen. We want to see this stuff roll. But this is very, very exciting. Big game out there for this Toronto Raptors team. But folks, we got 28 people in here right now, starting things off. As said, hit that like button. We got 28 people in here, only 5 likes. If you're tuning in, it's free. Hit that like button down below, and it'll help grow this stream audience because we have some big, big plans for the season, and I'm pumped up watching this Toronto Raptors team. It's going to be a very, very good game here to this one. Buddy Terrifico, what's happening? Hey, my guy. Hey, my guy. We are rocking and rolling. Keyshawn George absolutely cooking out there in that game. But that's one of the storylines. The Dallas Mavericks, they are a little bit in shambles, so you can't let them, you got to squash, they got to kill the morale early. You can't come out and let this team feel a bit of momentum because they are a talented squad. They have a lot of great players out there on this team. Of course, Anthony Davis, Cooper Flagg. You have Dereck Lively. You have, I think Gafford is out with injury, if I'm not mistaken. So there is some stuff. There is some stuff that they have to get going, but it is one of those teams demoralized internally right now. So if the Raptors come out and squash them, if the Raptors come out with confidence, play with pace, play with speed, play their game, this should be a win for the Toronto Raptors. But Richard's out here saying in the chat, why do I feel like we're going to get smoked tonight, Richard? It's because your feelings are off. Your feelings are off. This is, this is a good game. This is going to be a good game for the Toronto Raptors. But, all right. I feel in my bones, Padres. Let's go. Raptors' success this season depends on Scottie and Quickley playing like all-stars. I'm not worried about Ingram. Andre, I like the take, definitely with Scottie Barnes. I don't think we need Brandon Ingram to be all-star caliber, especially with how well RJ Barrett has been playing. But what you need from Immanuel Quickley, and he's been doing a lot of things well to start off this season. The defense was a bit questionable against Cole Anthony. The three-point shooting has been struggling, but I like the way Immanuel Quickley's been slashing to the basket, hitting his floaters, and when the three-point shot's not going down, affecting the game in other ways. He's been facilitating. He's been doing some different stuff. So Immanuel Quickley, I haven't been crazy disappointed with, but we do need him to do the one thing that he was advertised to do when he came to the Toronto Raptors, and that was knock down three-point shots. If he's not able to knock down the three, then it's going to be tough for the Toronto Raptors to really have that necessary floor spacing, because that was the big question, right? With this lineup, with this group, with everything that's going on. Hey, will this team be able to shoot threes? And Scottie Barnes, he's attacking the rim. He's doing what he needs to. Jakob Poeltl, we don't have expectations of him shooting threes. RJ Barrett's been phenomenal from out there from that three-point line. Brandon Ingram, of course, has been knocking it down from the middies as well as three. You need Immanuel Quickley to be able to do that for your squad. You need it to happen. So if it doesn't happen, it's going to be a tough season for the Toronto Raptors. But I am craving a win. Paradise Laws is saying, I hope the Blue Jays win tomorrow. I certainly hope so as well. We get to their pitching, it'll be good. But we are focused on the Toronto Raptors here tonight, and we want this victory. But we have a sub goal tonight as well. 39,200 subscribers. That is 43 more subs out there on the channel. So, spam that sub button if you haven't subscribed yet. If you're 48 people in here and you haven't hit the subscribe button just yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But there is a lot of stuff, a lot of narratives, a lot of storylines going out there right now. But I want to hear from you guys out there in the chat. Name the player that you've been most impressed with starting off this season. And he's on my screen right now watching this game, but RJ Barrett has been the guy that has impressed me most. And people that know that have been watching the channel, been watching everything, I have started a movement out here amongst the Raptors community. The movement, it doesn't have a name, it's just called the movement, but I do not want to see RJ Barrett traded. I think he's one of the most, if not the most underrated Raptor, one of the most underrated players in the entire NBA, right? We need to respect RJ Barrett, and he has been remarkably efficient for this team. He hasn't really gotten the ball. He's been playing his role to perfection. I think we could get him the ball a little bit more, and things will rock. But Yagadu, you hit that sub button. It should be just, if you're on your phone, if you're on your computer, it should be a button down below. It's completely free. You get there, and then you'll be notified for all of the latest Toronto Raptors news, because we're delivering everything out here on the channel. But Aiden's saying that as long as RJ can shoot from deep, it is and as accurate as he has been the past two games, we will be fine. I don't see him losing against an aging team full of washed-up stars. I hope so. I hope you're right. Danny's out here saying we need to understand who gets the ball in the fourth. It should be Brandon Ingram. That's why we lost Friday. BI was too hot and didn't have the ball down the stretch. I like that take. I think Brandon Ingram, I'm going to be completely candid, didn't catch most of the game. I was out here streaming the Blue Jays. So the second half, it is what it is. There's rare circumstances where I miss Raptors games, and the Blue Jays being in the World Series unfortunately did affect the watchability of the second half of last week, or the game against the Bucks, and that's just is what it is. But we will be live for the complete Raptors versus Mavericks game here tonight, and it should be a good one. It should be a good stream. It should be a good one. So again, make sure you guys hit that like button, get the like spikes going. But I'm seeing a lot of Ingrams. I'm seeing IQ is the least. Paradise Lost to say it there. But send Jason Kidd to Raptor Island. I love it. But how do I smash that like button? The like button's down below. We'll get it rocking. But what time is the Blue Jays? The Blue Jays is tomorrow night. I'd imagine it's 9:30. So I have a basketball game during it, so there won't be a stream here. But there will be a stream on Leafs Digest, so you can check that out there. But the only way RJ isn't traded is if the Raptors are on pace for 50 wins. Not a bad take, but I don't know. I'd like to go other options if we're trying to make money saving moves. I love what RJ Barrett has done for this team, what he's done for this group out there for the squad, so I do not want to see him traded. But that's what we're rolling with here right now. My opinion, what the Toronto Raptors need is another backup big man, like a natural guy that can take hits, I can get rebounds, I could do, ideally is a bit mobile, but can come out there and have an impact at the center spot, because I think Jamal Shead and Colin Murray-Boyles. Now, Murray-Boyles will get a good look at tonight. Again, breaking news dropped right before this thing started. Colin Murray-Boyles will be available to make his NBA debut tonight in Dallas, so the Raptors are at full strength. So that was big news right from the start. But, so we'll see him playing the small ball 5. But I still think we need a center. I still think we need someone to have some as insurance. Like Ulrich Shamshay was supposed to be that, but unfortunately ended up getting waived due to the fact that he's in whatever the player review about his health. So we'll see what happens. But Danny's saying Raptors Digest is the GOAT. And shout out to Jimmy for the new job. Let's go. Shout out to Jimmy for his new job. Let's go. Is that Danny Loveless? Let's go. But appreciate you, Danny, out there in the chat. But we're rocking and rolling here. But have you ever visited Raptor Island? I mean, we're on Raptor Island tonight, baby. Raptors Digest Island. We rock and roll. We rock out. This game is about 2 minutes or should be around like 2 to 5 minutes from starting. So spam. I'm fired up, folks. I'm fired up for this stream, for this game to start. What's happening, Huzzy? Good to see you back out here in the chat. We got a lot of stuff rocking and rolling out here for the stream. But, we low-key need another center. I completely agree with that take. With Shamshay going down, that messed up kind of the balance out there, the roster. But it's a good thing we have another roster spot available. But I think Bobby Webster's going to feel things out to start off this season. Having another rim protector out there against Giannis, that will be very, very important. But Colin Murray-Boyles being back healthy will be a good addition. A good addition to the squad, to this group. And it should be very, very exciting. But lots of stuff going. I want to hear in the chat right now, what are your score predictions for this game? What are your score predictions right now? Spam them down below. Spam them down below. I want to hear what you guys think the score will be. This game is just minutes away from starting, and we'll be commentating play-by-play all of the updates, getting you everything that you need to know regarding this Toronto Raptors team. And again, got that 39,200 subscriber goal for this stream, so tell your friends. If they want good Raptors coverage here now, they can hit that subscribe button. But CMB would have helped with Giannis on Friday. That is a very, very good point there, Danny. I mean, Giannis, I thought Scottie did a very good job, but when Scottie was not on the court, Giannis went to work. And he went to work with Scottie there too, but it was made very, very difficult. Giannis was the reason the Bucks won that game, and if the Raptors had one more just elite, big-sized Raptors defender, that, it would have been very, very good. But AOD is saying 118 to 110. Good prediction there. Raps by 12. I like it. 121 to 117 for the Raptors. Good. We have Scottie NBA saying 122 to 129 for the Raptors. Scottie NBA, I read that the Mavericks were first. I was like, oh my God, you got the Mavericks winning? That's crazy. But centers don't score a lot unless it's Joker. It depends on the player. It depends on the era. It depends on what's happening. But they got Friday was the home opener. They got home opener hype packages playing out there on the screen. Solo Q Hero is saying 117 to 114 for the Dallas Mavericks. That's silly. That's silly. But I don't see us. So Richard's saying, I don't see how us not winning 50 games is RJ's fault and make him tradable. He's developing very well, unlike Immanuel Quickley, who's struggling on the offensive side of the ball, is undersized on D. I mean, I'm not joining the hate wagon of Immanuel Quickley, but I am a big fan of RJ Barrett. So that's what we're rolling with. But Matt 10 is saying, are we the favorites? I mean, in my lines, in my predictions, in my opinion poll, we are the favorites. I think we should be favored in this game because that's what I think about every time the Raptors are playing. But that's what's going. Center's primary focus, protecting the rim. That's what we need. That's what we need from this group. But they show up tonight. The Mavs dogs is we'll see. We'll see what's happening. But you think one of our forwards could fill for center like how OG was? I mean, I think that's what Bobby Webster's really testing to start off this season. Testing how Colin Murray-Boyles can play as that small ball 5, especially defensively. Because I know a lot of the depth charts that we're seeing out there online put Sandro Mamukelashvili as the backup center, but clearly watching the games, even though I think he's been working really hard on defense, trying to get some boards, trying to get a lot of stuff, it is Colin Murray-Boyles, from everything we saw from preseason, is going to be a more effective defensive option out there at that center position. So a storyline that will definitely be monitored, a storyline that will definitely be discussed ad nauseum over the course of this season, and we'll be breaking it down. So Frank is saying that the Raptors will win 45-plus games this year. But, I like it. Ruels, good to see you out here in the chat once again. This is going to be a very, very fun stream. Facing off against Cooper Flagg. I done away with the Cooper Flagg, the capture the flag animation. No more tanking animations this season. Everyone wanted Cooper Flagg, but I'm feeling good with Colin Murray Boyles. It's a good game for him to debut against because a lot of Raptors fans are praying, we're hoping, we're wishful for Cooper Flagg, but CMB is who we got, and I'm very, very happy with that pickup. So, Solo Q Hero saying, to tell the truth, I think the Mavs will lose, but as I am a fan, I can never give up hope. Hey, Solo Q Hero, I appreciate you giving your team the faith. We welcome all fans here, the Mavericks or the Raptors. Of course, we are a biased Raptors stream. I'm a biased Raptors fan, but we are ready to roll. This game is about to start. Matty D and Al Williams are out there on commentary here enough. But Raptors ain't taking this season. Definitely not. This is a big season for the Toronto Raptors. Throw your win predictions. Spam it. Type it 3 times and enter out there in the chat how many wins you think the Toronto Raptors will get out there this season. I want to hear what your predictions are. I want to see the pulse of the fan base. 2 games in, Raptors currently 1-1. Fought very hard in both of those games. What are our win total predictions out there in this game? But and Danny's out here saying that when we play against small ball teams like Atlanta, we are going to be killer. Just need to figure out how to play with Giannis, AD type of players. And it's going to be very interesting because, of course, Giannis, you could have a super team and it's going to be tough to stop him. But Anthony Davis is a guy that, again, is a star player, all-star caliber player and stuff. But I think you can stop him. I think he's a stoppable guy. So it's going to be interesting to see how that stuff works. And Amari, I wish I could, but my channel will get taken down by the Illuminati if I start showing the streaming of the game. So we will be giving you all the best commentary that you could possibly get out here on the channel, and you'll be stayed up to date. But 45 and 50, 40 and 45, 45, 50 wins, 40, 45 wins. That's that's around the range what a lot of people are saying. I think we make the plans. If we make the playoffs, first round exit, but not a sweep. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But what's your personal favorite non-Raptor to watch over the past 10 years? For you said LeBron and Westbrook. Really fun. Honestly, I'm a Luka Doncic guy. I really like Luka Doncic. I love the way he plays. I love his style of play. But it's my favorite, including Raptors. I love Kyle Lowry. He's my favorite basketball player. But Luka probably out there for past 10 years. Steve Nash, prior to that. But Luka Doncic is probably my guy there now. It's there's some smooth guys. He was a Raptor. I like Terrence Ross. I like his style of play. But the East is weak. We can make top 6. I believe, Frank. I believe with you. But copyright purposes keeping me from doing that. But we're working on things to get more highlights out there in the videos for this year. But Lin Sanity, BTS Dad Studio, I like it. He's a Raptor though. Jeremy Lin's a Raptor, but that was an electric run. But if you could turn into a Raptor, would you? I mean, if I could play in the NBA, that would be pretty fun. I like my job now. I got a fun job, a fun gig as is. So I'm definitely not. If I was not 5'7", 5'8", I wish I could be in the NBA, but I'm playing basketball still. Played a basketball game earlier, so it's first game with the new team. We got the W, so good stuff here. But Solo Q Hero 47, I like it. I like the spamming of the Lin. But who remembers Keon Clark and Zan Tabak on the Raptors? Hey, that's some deep cuts there. But RJ, let's go. People spamming RJ. Got to keep this movement going, folks. You gotta. I don't know how to organize a movement. I don't know how to do all that stuff. But if there's a way to organize it, get us in a group together about not trading RJ, that is what I'd like to see. That is what we'd go. But if you could turn into a dinosaur raptor, would you? I mean, I wouldn't want that for my whole life, but for a few hours, I mean, that'd be pretty interesting for the sake of science, I think the Raptors would sign me if I'm a dinosaur. That could be something to look at, but we are very, very close. Very, very close to the start of this game. And I've got some score predictions. We got IQ. Got the spamming out there right now. Let's go, Raptors. Alexander's out there saying, we love you, Raptors. Love it. Piece of cake. But I met Scottie Barnes in real life versus the Hornets. Hey, Scottie NBA. Is that why you named after? I like it. But I hate the Mavericks court logo they're using. It's your least favorite court logo of all time, or logo. Didn't get a good look at it just yet. I've been watching the stream a little bit too much rather than the pregame. But that green is a bold color choice. The blue and that color green, bold color choice. But that's what's happening. But sorry, I have to be this way. Love it. But would be signed as brand ambassador. Hey, that would be cool. That'd be cool. Getting it rock and roll. Have you ever done a Raptor roar? Is that a Raptor roar? Aggressive Raptor roar out there rocking. But 134 to 130, Apple God is saying. Apple God. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. But that'd be cool. Folks, we got 116 people in here. Make sure to hit that like button so the algorithm knows to build up this stream. The more people we got in this stream, the more energy we can channel out there for the Toronto Raptors. But chat's been electric out here to start this thing. We are pumped and ready to rock. Again, subscriber goal is 39,200, so let's see those numbers go up out there over the course of this stream. But so does Matt Bonner live in Toronto right now? I don't know. Matt Bonner was in Newfoundland for a weekend. He was out there for George Street Fest, so that was funny to see. I wish I was down there to see him, but Newfoundland's a hub. Rafael Arujo, those are Raptors names from the past. Who is your favorite former Toronto Raptor? Let me know in the chat right now. Mine is Kyle Lowry. I'm a basic guy. Kyle Lowry's my dude. But who is your favorite Toronto Raptors? Matt Ryan, the best Raptor of all time? Maybe. Norman Powell's in Miami. I hope he does well as a starter. Yeah, Norman Powell's up there for one of my favorite Toronto Raptors. I can't lie. I was having passionate debates as a 16-year-old that Norman Powell would be better than Dwayne Wade. So that's how I birthed into a Raptors analyst. But Ben, what's you having for dinner? Having burgers on the Barbie? Are you having Gio? You're having burgers on the Barbie? I had some homemade burgers last night, so they were very, very good. Pre-Blue Jays game. No watch party here tonight. The crib has been rocking and rolling for those Blue Jay games. Tough to get people out for the Raps right now. But I had a plug, not sponsored, but earned plug. If you're ever in Newfoundland, try Mana Sandwich. Best sandwich I've ever had. Very, very good. Very, very good. Mana Sandwich absolutely slaps. That's what I had for supper before and after my basketball game. I ate half before, I ate half after. But we're rocking and rolling here now, folks. Raja Nesterovic, I like it. Favorite is Vince Carter. Scotty, I like it. This guy, Linz, he's linen. BTS Dance Studio loves the Lin, baby. Rob Thomas, lots of random names out there. But how much BI scoring tonight? Throw it to the chat. How much are we scored as BI scoring tonight? Not we. I had 7 points in I played with a new basketball team today. High league. That's 7 points. We're out here rocking and rolling here. Been averaging 20 in my other league, but I gotta get those numbers up. Get those assists. But I have a feeling the Wizards and the Hornets and Heat will have a better record than the Raptors this season. Gio! Come on. You can't lose faith in the Raptors like that after one loss. But Joseph is saying the Blue Jays will lose in 6. I'm not liking these takes. These are some sad boy takes. We can't have these sad takes out there in the chat. There's sad music for these takes. These sad music out here in the takes. Throw some positive. What's your positive Raptors take? Throw it down there so I can get rid of this somber, sad music out there in the background. Because I don't like these sad takes. But would you trade Shed at 3 first for Giannis? Folks, what are we doing talking about trading Jamal Shead? I've already proclaimed him a future All-Star. I don't care if it's for Giannis. I don't care who it's for. We can't be trading Jamal Shead. We can't have these takes out here in the chat, folks. We need our positive Raptors takes. Get things rocking and rolling. Maybe the Heat, even then I doubt it. I believe we're gonna be a good team. I get the sad music out here off the start. We gotta keep things rocking and roll, keep things positive. But 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for Brandon Ingram. Aiden is predicting. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? A-D-N. Aiden. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Let me know if I'm not. But Sammy is saying Mavs win. That's silly. Silly. The Raptors played the Jordan Bulls at the Sky Dome. Yes, sir. LeBron James almost played here. That was crazy. But Shed gives Kyle Lowry vibes. I agree. I need a Shed jersey, folks. I need a Shed head shirt. That's what I need, really. I need a Shed head shirt for the fan club. I'm #1 Jamal Shead fan club. I like Chucky Hepburn, too. I love those two guys. But I would trade Shed for a buck of pucks and Lay's chips. Yeah, I could do. No. Boo. Boo take. That's a sad boy take. I don't like it. But the lineups are up. Okay, starting lineup for the Toronto Raptors: Immanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl. Starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks is Cooper Flagg, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and Dereck Lively. Cooper Flagg has been playing point guard for the Dallas Mavericks, which is very, very interesting, and we'll see how things go. How many wins are you predicting? I don't do the predictions just yet, but we'll see. Not going to lie, Mavs are going to come out desperate and sad, but we'll see. We want We want sad Mavericks rather than than hungry and intense and locked-in Mavericks. We want sad Mavericks. So let's go. It is time to get this game started, folks. Spam W in the chat. Spam flame emojis and spam the W's out there in the chat. We'll get some hype music to start this thing off. All right, spam W's, spam flame emojis if you are pumped to the start of this game. Okay, Immanuel Quickley dribbling up the basketball. Things are moving. Okay, Immanuel Quickley swings it to Jakob Poeltl out there at the top of the key. RJ Barrett coming off a handoff, going with his left. Pass to Scottie Barnes, right in the lane to Jakob Poeltl. Beautiful basketball to start things off. Beautiful basketball to start things off. 2-0 for the Toronto Raptors. Great stuff there. All right, Jakob Poeltl guarding Dereck Lively out there at the top. Flagg coming off ahead, and it's stolen by Immanuel Quickley, who's out there on the fast break, taking the layup with the dunk. I said layup before it happened. This man dunked it. He silenced me to start things off. Beautiful start for the Toronto Raptors. Things are rock and roll. I gotta keep the fire emojis rocking. Klay Thompson 4-3 knocks it down. This is faster paced than baseball, folks. All right, Brandon Ingram being guarded by Klay Thompson. That is easy money. But, switch or pick by Brandon Ingram. They have a miscommunication, and it's blocked at the rim by Dereck Lively. Impressive block shot out there, and a lob thrown to P.J. Washington. This game is nuts, starting it off. 4-5 for the Dallas Mavericks here now. RJ Barrett, the floater. Klay Thompson foul. It is on the floor. Okay. Lots of stuff happening. All right. But what kind of mana sandwich did I have? So many different mana sandwiches. I had a... But there's only one mana sandwich. Two mana sandwiches you get, the bread chicken. But Scottie Barnes is inbounding the ball. The other one is the curry chicken. But Jakob Poeltl swings it over to Brandon Ingram. There's off-ball screen action happening. Scottie Barnes out there in the mid-post. They are running some weird zones. Scottie Barnes completely open from the free throw line, and that is butter. Someone's got to guard this man. Someone has to guard this man. All right, 6-5 out there for the Toronto Raptors. We are back up with the lead. Scottie Barnes being guarding Flagg, who throws the lob, and Scottie Barnes pokes the ball, and a foul. Foul is called here now to start things going. So currently 10-20-29 out there in the quarter. 6-5 for the Toronto Raptors. How are we feeling about this hot start? How are we feeling about the start of this game? Because it has been crazy. All right, Dereck Lively at the top. Brandon Ingram guarding Klay Thompson, who gets the roll, kicks it out to P.J. Washington in the corner. Good defense by R.J. Barrett. Hand up, a little post fade, and it's too deep out there for P.J. Washington to let things roll. But 6-7 out there for the Dallas Mavericks. Immanuel Quickley brings up, handoff to Scottie Barnes, being guarded by Anthony Davis. Swings it over to Immanuel Quickley, who's driving in with the left. Swings it to Brandon Ingram with the pump fake out there above the break, the three. Scottie Barnes lets it fly from the corner, back rim. Mavericks going the other way. Klay Thompson, screen by Anthony Davis on Brandon Ingram. And a little step back, pump fake for Klay Thompson. Now guarded by Brandon Ingram again at the top of the key. And Scottie Barnes is there, hand up. And that ball is poked loose. The Raptors are poking those balls loose tonight, baby. 6-7 out there, 9:42 left in the first quarter. Brandon Ingram is dribbling with P.J. Washington. Takes the midi. Contested midi. B.I. is so smooth, man. That guy is a smooth operator. We love it. All right, Brandon Ingram currently guarding P.J. Washington out there on the left wing. Flagg out there dribbling the basketball, running point guard for the Dallas Mavericks. Scottie Barnes currently the matchup on Anthony Davis above the free throw line. He's posting up, trying to use his strength. Kicks it out to Brandon Ingram. Hand contested. That's a tough shot. That is an air ball right there. Air ball right there for the Dallas Mavericks. Swings it to IQ in the corner. Lets it fly, and that's a back-to-back air balls. Back-to-back air balls. Sad, somber music for the back-to-back air balls, and Flagg with the dunk. We do not like that, folks. We do not like that. 9-8 out there for the Dallas Mavericks, but that is what it is. Sad music coming off. We are rocking and rolling here. Poeltl at the top of the key being guarded by Dereck Lively. Handoff to RJ Barrett, slashing very well, and the basket out there for RJ Barrett, folks. And one, driving the lane. The Raptors are back up. Folks, this is what we call a fast-paced game. This is a fast-paced game here right now, slashing, things happening, and things are rocking and rolling here. I want to know how we are feeling. In one word, tell me how you are feeling out there in the chat right now. One word, let me know how you are feeling in the chat here right now. RJ hits the free throw. 11-9 for the Toronto Raptors. 2 point. They say the first team to get to 10. First team to get to 10 usually wins. That's what they say. 8:37 left in the quarter. RJ Barrett guarding PJ Washington, and swing over. Good drop side help by Immanuel Quickley, who passed to Brandon Ingram. Lets it fly from 3. Contested 3 out there. The fast break is pretty an interesting decision, but we live with it. Alrighty, Jakob Poeltl guarding Anthony Davis out there at the top. Maybe been a sneaky double dribble there, but it doesn't get called. Let's see. Things are rolling here now. Klay Thompson contested by Brandon Ingram very well, but it bounces around the rim and in. Disappointing shot there. Okay, 11-12. 11-11. It was a 2. So Immanuel Quickley swings the basketball down to Jakob Poeltl out there on the right side. Scottie Barnes coming around a curl cut, and he does not get the basketball. Oh, gets inside, being guarded by Klay Thompson. This should be a bucket. Good positioning here. The double team is coming. Swings it, and good rotations by the Mavericks, and shot clock violation. Brandon Ingram. Good defense there by Dallas. Not much you can do out there on that possession, but things are rolling. What words are we saying? Elated, exhilarated, confident. Defense are some words that are getting thrown out there in the chat, folks. We need a big defensive possession here. Let's get the defensive chance rolling. Big defensive possession here needed by the Toronto Raptors. Need to get some defense chance rolling. Chant defense out there in the chat. Spam defense. D'Angelo Russell's coming to the game. You have Brandon Ingram guarding Klay Thompson here right now. Need a big defensive possession. Klay Thompson drives on Brandon Ingram below pass, and the alley-oop, the lob, goes to Dereck Lively. We don't like that. The game is now 13-11. Fast pace, lots of stuff happening. Both teams playing well here right now. But RJ Barrett, nice curl cut, drives the lane with the left. You cannot stop RJ Barrett when he gets his momentum going to his left hand. 13-13. Folks, flame emojis out there for RJ Barrett. That's what we want to see. Hopefully we'll hear Fire Nico. I mean, if the Raptors win this game in dominant fashion, Jason Kidd might leave. There's some stuff happening. Lots of news happening out there on the Dallas Mavericks sphere. Mavericks side just does a very good job of covering it. But let's go, folks. Let's go. Big moment here right now. Hype music getting come in. Colin Murray Boyles is entering this game for Scottie Barnes. He is looking poised. He is looking confident. Our rookie, if you're not familiar, number 9 overall selection, the man that we tanked last season for, elite defender, small ball 5 out there for this group, or 4 or 5. He is doing everything out there in the mix. So this is a big moment here. But RJ Barrett misses the free throw. Big issue for the Toronto Raptors over the past couple games has been the free throw shooting. So that is something that we do need to monitor and something we do need to look at. But it is 7 minutes left in this quarter, 13-13. Good close out there by Jakob Poeltl. D'Lo with the step back. Midi does not go down. So things are rocking and rolling here at this point. Brandon Ingram dribbles up the court. Gives it to RJ Barrett. Being guarded by D'Lo. That needs to be a bucket. Great move in the paint. Floater missed by RJ Barrett. I like the aggression out there on D'Angelo Russell. Good decision to take that slash, take that drive. Okay. Colin Murray Boyles guarding D'Angelo Russell here right now. Switch on to Jakob Poeltl. Good. Oh my God. Great hustle. Great hustle there for the Toronto Raptors. Brandon Ingram tries to get the deflection. Well, it gets the deflection, but goes out of bounds on the Toronto Raptors. So very, very, very fast-paced game. Very, very fast-paced game here now at this point. 6:35 left in the quarter. There's a timeout there for this game. But, folks, I'm very, very excited to see Colin Murray Boyles out there on this basketball court. It is good sight to see him. You know, I was worried about the forearm injury, hoping it wasn't going to be anything serious, wasn't going to be anything crazy, but CMB is back out there on the court for the Toronto Raptors. He showed a lot out there in preseason, but what's your score prediction out there for Colin Murray Boyles, assuming he plays regular music? Regular music. Danny's out here getting me shook out there with with the Air Jimmy music, but then we were at the homeowner Friday. It was the best home opener in a while. The energy is back. Danny, the energy is back. The energy is back out here for this team. We love to see it. We love to see it out here for this Toronto Raptors squad. But, folks, if you are enjoying the live commentary, we have a goal of 39,200 subscribers out here on this stream. If we can get there, that would be a magical win for Raptors Digest, as the Toronto Raptors are planning on getting a big win against the Dallas Mavericks. Reminder, we are in commercial break, so I will be giving live commentary, live play-by-play for this entire game. I don't want you to miss a single thing. If you aren't watching the game, or have on the background, get a fun little play, and things are going. Alan Barr saying the Raps going to win this. I have that some rockin'. But can you play Muslim dance party music? Yeah, I could do. I don't have specifically. This is the closest thing I have to dance party music. The the hype positive music. That's what it says in my stream deck. You know, things are getting bouncy. Things are getting excited out here right now. But Air Jimmy, I'll get flagged for copyright if I play the really famous, if you're not familiar, folks, the Air Jimmy SoundCloud rap is, you know, very much got some bops. But, you know, we are rocking and rolling here for this team. Spam W if you are feeling like this game is you know, going well for the Toronto Raptors. Spam no. W if you feel good. Spam no if you're a little bit concerned about what's going on so far. I'm feeling good. I think the Raptors, we're playing at the Toronto Raptors phase. The faster this team is playing, the faster that we are rocking and rolling with, it's better suited for the Toronto Raptors and how the Raptors are looking to play so far this season. So that's what I'm saying. But Yang, the Raptors are bad. You know, it's 2 out of 10 rage bait. Kobe's calling it there right now. This team is good. This team is competitive. This team is going to be a top 6 seed. That's my big bold prediction for this year. I believe in this squad. But new Tame Impala dance vibes. Let's go. Anyone listening to Deadbeat? Anyone listen to that new album? Let me know. That's been a new album dropped by Tame Impala. Is very, very good. So that's what we're rocking with. Andre throwing some W's. Ron W throwing in some W's. Ron W's got to throw in the W given his last name, so I like it. But 168 people in here right now. Spam that like button. Let's try to get that goal of 39,200 subscribers as this game is getting back in action. Appreciate every single one of you that are tuned in here, building this live streaming community. But the Mavericks have the ball. Man, Colin Murray-Boyles is a brick wall guarding Cooper Flagg. Oh, it gets the up and under, though. The aggressive defense and the and one. I was gassing up the defense there, and then gets cooked by Colin Murray-Boyles. But that is what it is. But we are rocking and rolling. Are you able to hit a Muslim clap dance? I'm not sure what that is, my guy. I'm not sure what that is. But, you know, we are rocking and rolling. But DJ Screwbox, what's happening? The mind blown out there in the chat. W warming up. You know, the W's are warming up, but it is 15 to 13. Got to keep the score, keeping the score in check. I'm hoping to get this automated. I'm hoping to get this automated out there for this this stream. Get this rocking and rolling here. But 6:26 left in the quarter. 16 to 13 for the Dallas Mavericks. Boo, 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 boo. Let's get this rolling. Got the Raptors chance going. Brandon Ingram, ball at the top of the left wing. Colin Murray-Boyles out there. The Mavericks are running a weird type of zone here now. It looks like a 3-2, but Gradey Dick slashes, gets to the rim, misses at the bucket, but I do like that drive for Gradey Dick. Those layups will go in. Cooper Flagg running the floor, and that's a rookie mistake by Cooper Flagg. People will blame D'Lo on that turnover, but Cooper Flagg, you got to run that J cut out there on the fast break. So that's what we're rocking with. But the Raptors staying on. We are rocking and rolling. We got to get this going. All right, mid post right there for Jakob Poeltl. Nice pass to Colin Murray-Boyles. Pass back to Jakob Poeltl. Just go up with that CMB. Some silly mistakes going on right now here with the Mavericks are currently running a 3-2 zone, which the Raptors has the team a little bit flustered. So we'll see how things go. They're doing a good job at getting it to Dereck Lively out there in the mid-post. D'Lo throws it in, and it's a foul against Jakob Poeltl. So that's what's happening. I wish I could do a Raptor roar. Roar, roar. We are roaring. We are roaring out here on this channel. But calm down, young fella. No, we can't calm down. The Toronto Raptors are rocking and rolling. We got to keep the energy high. Keep the energy high. They feed off of us. They feed off of us here. But currently, we have 5:42 left in the quarter. The Mavericks are going on a little bit of a run. Dereck Lively at the free throw line and hits the back of the rim. Bad day to be the back of the rim if Dereck Lively is out there at the free throw line. That's all I have to say. Bad day to be the back of the rim. But why isn't Anthony Davis in? He's tired. There's conditioning issues. There's stuff being brought up there with Anthony Davis. One of the reasons why Jason Kidd is a little bit flustered and frustrated with that group that they have going on. But I wish I could have Raptor Roar. I'm rereading chats because they're too good. But all right, 2 missed free throws out there for the Dallas Mavericks for Dereck Lively, and we are running the paint. All right, kick to Sandro Mamukelashvili. Handoff to Brandon Ingram. Immanuel Quickley out there in the corner looking for his floater. Sandro at the top of the key. You know that's money. Oh, bad. Back of the rim. Man, back of the rim is getting some poundings here for both sides on the last couple of possessions. But tried to get a deflection there for Gradey Dick. A little floater. And another foul is called. Raptors got to do a better job of protecting the paint. But this zone that the Mavericks are running is currently getting to the Toronto Raptors, getting rushing, getting that stuff going. But it is what it is. But bring back Bismack Biyombo 2025. I wish. He's currently on the San Antonio Spurs. Josh Goss of Spurs Digest is loving big business out there on his team. So that is what it is. But, we're rolling here. First free throw is made by D'Angelo Russell. It is still very, very early, folks. I like the style of this game. Even though the Mavericks are up right now, if the Raptors are able to figure out the zone, which is going to be a good test out there for Darko Rajaković because we do have the personnel to make it happen. If we are able to figure out the zone, then it's going to be good for this Raptors group. But Anthony Davis is back in, and Anthony Davis is back in. Jakob Poeltl is out, so this is going to be a big test out there for Colin Murray-Boyles going up matchup against his first All-Star out there in the NBA. So it's lots of stuff happening. Still a high. It looks like a high 2-3 that they've switched into. So earlier they looks like they were in a 3-2 zone. It is clear it is now a 2-3 zone that the Dallas Mavericks are in. So again, the way to break a zone, knock down your three-point shots. You got to attack the back cuts. You got to get some paint touches, kickouts, and you got to be able to knock down your threes. And the Raptors currently have a lineup: Immanuel Quickley, Gradey Dick, Immanuel Quickley, and RJ Barrett. So this should be a line, and Brandon Ingram, of course. This should be a lineup that's able to break that zone. So that's what we're looking with. Immanuel Quickley there, driving the lane. Nice floater off the front of the rim. That is what it is. He's hustling, tossing it out. Picked off. This ball is going everywhere. But transition opportunity now for the Dallas Mavericks. D'Angelo Russell, nice little float, but sells the left-hand layup. A foul was called, so I don't think that putback counts. Foul, D'Lo going to the line, still 17-13 with 4:52 left in this game. So D'Lo's going to the free throw line. Who is that foul on? RJ Barrett's guarding D'Lo out there in transition. That's a bold. That one's a bit tough. That's a tough foul call, but it would have been a putback for the Mavericks anyway, so we will actually take it. So that's what's going. But don't like how this looks. We look like we're stuck in the mud. I see what you're saying out there in the half court, but I like the pace that the Raptors are playing. Again, there's a difference between playing fast and rushing. And some of these possessions, it's clear the Raptors are rushing, but it's clear some of these, of course, the Raptors are playing fast and working. So that is what it is. We'll see how things go. 18-13 right now for the Raptors, but Talon is here. Talon is here with the super chat. Everyone throw a W in the chat for Talon. We appreciate the super chat out here on the channel. But he's saying, sorry I wasn't here Friday. Had to watch the Jays. No worries at all. We were live streaming the Jays as well, so make sure if you guys want the Jays updates, we're streaming those games as well. But Scottie Barnes knocks down the free throw line jumper. He's been hitting a few shots from that spot out there for this game, so good stuff there for the Toronto Raptors. Scottie is rocking. Scottie is rocking and rolling there. But 15-19 for the Dallas Mavericks. Again, things are pushing. Spam. We're defensive possession here right now. Let's get the defense rolling. Offense. We're rolling. Get some hype music. But Gradey Dick coming off the screen. Kick out to Jamal Shead, who's being sagged off a ton out there in the front court. But ball is kicked out there, and it is out of bounds once again. I'm clicking the wrong buttons to get the score fixed. But it's 15-19 out there. 4:36 left in this section. So lots of stuff happening here right now. But let me get this stuff fixed and rocking and rolling so it's easier for you folks to see everything. But we are rolling. Scottie Barnes out there on the wing. Screened by Jamal Shead. A little on big screen. I don't mind that shot from Scottie. I'd like him to get the basket a little bit closer the way he was in Game 1 of the season. But Gradey Dick, good defensive possession out there by against Najee Marshall. But the finish is still made. So 21-15 out there, 4:14 left in this quarter, and it looks like a timeout is inbound for the Toronto Raptors. Yes, Darko Rajaković has called a timeout. Crazy pace game. It is not 121 to. It's not 121. It is. I got the wrong scores popping up. So let's get this right. The Toronto Raptors at 15. It is 21-15 out there in this game. Crazy stuff. But we did have. Let's go. Talon Poeltl, let's go. Great to see you joining the channel membership. Let me play the super animation one more time for Talon Poeltl. Throw some W's out there in the chat for Talon. Support the channel. It means the absolute world to me out here for this. But, super chats. Again, channel members, we are going to be, Fantasy League is back. Our draft is late this year, so it's giving you opportunity. If you join the channel membership, you can be a part of our Fantasy League. So make sure to check out the community posts if you end up joining the channel membership. Appreciate every single one of you that's tuning into this video, though. Streaming or not, super chatting or not, but we appreciate everyone out here. But this game, the biggest thing, the biggest question mark about this game, the biggest, hole I feel that we have in our roster currently right now is the fact that there's a lack of depth at the center position, and we are seeing that so far in this game for the Toronto Raptors. The Dallas Mavericks are doing a very good job at getting down the lane and finishing around the basket. It's led to a lot of foul calls out there for this Raptors group. So far, the Toronto Raptors already have how many foul calls on them? 5 personal fouls already called on the Toronto Raptors so far in this one, and it's a tough spot for them to be in. But lots of free throws for the Dallas Mavericks. Some people are saying it's rigged. I don't think it's rigged yet. They actually do look like fouls right now. But we are here and rocking and rolling. But we are getting smoked. No world, we're getting smoked, folks. It is 15-21, 4:14 left in the first quarter. This is the Raptors are rocking and rolling here. But folks, if you are enjoying the stream, hit that like button. Got 200 people in here, only 47 likes. Let's get those numbers up. Appreciate every single one of you tuning in. And we have that subscriber goal, 39,200. Can we hit it out there on this stream? Let me know. Let's see if we can get that stuff rocking. So if you like seeing numbers go up, hit that subscribe button, and that subscribe button down there will get it. But Amy is back in the chat. What's happening, Amy? Good to see you back in the chat. Is J-Bar playing? J-Bar? What are we talking? But is that a nickname that my brain can't put together? But I don't know who J-Bar is. But clarify that if my boomer brain cannot get this stuff going. But it looks like we forgot how to play. Yeah, shots aren't going down. The zone has really gotten to the Toronto Raptors' heads right now. They look a little bit out of sync compared to what we've been seeing so far this season. So we'll see. After Hawks fans, Raptors thought we were back. I think we are back. I still am a believer in this Toronto Raptors group. So let's keep the energy high. Jamal Shead is back in the game again. Shedheads should be hyped. But run a little pick and pop out there with Sandro Mamakhelishvili being guarded by Anthony Davis. RJ Barrett at the top of the three-point line. Lets it fly from the three-point line. And, folks, RJ Barrett, get him the ball more. Get RJ Barrett the basketball more. This man is cooking. D'Angelo Russell being guarded by Scottie Barnes here right now. Sandro Mamakhelishvili at the top. Good contest out there on D'Lo with the step-back miss, but that's an issue, right? You don't have Jakob Poeltl on the court, and Anthony Davis gets an offensive rebound, and things get messy. So 18-23 here now. Lets it fly again, Sandro from the three-point line. That's a miss, but we are back going the other way. Transition happening. Sandro, deflection. Could it be the Raptors' ball? It is not the Raptors' ball. Still Dallas Mavericks' ball. 3:29 left in the quarter. Good defense there by Sandro Mamakhelishvili. So that's what's happening. The Wizards did beat this team. They had a crazy game for the Canadian that they have out there on that squad. But Scottie Barnes guarding Anthony Davis here right now. That's a tough matchup. And Gradey Dick we got lucky there. Gradey Dick fell asleep and back cut open layup missed. But Sandro right to the lay. And the Raptors 4-point swing. Missed open layup by D'Angelo Russell and made open layup by the Toronto Raptors. So 20-23 here now not for your Raptors, for the Dallas Mavericks. But RJ Barrett guarding D'Angelo Russell here now at this point. Okay, Gradey Dick guarding D'Lo is gotta wake up, and that's a late foul call. Looks like he knocked him clear in the below the belt by accident, reaching for that basketball, but that is what it is. It's a foul out there on Gradey Dick. He was either knocked down there or an elite flop by D'Angelo Russell. So we'll see. But how does Cooper look for this game? The Dallas Mavericks have been playing Cooper out of position. He's been running point guard for this team, so it's interesting to see that interesting bold strategy there by the Dallas Mavericks. But Jason Kidd doesn't seem like he has much of a choice in doing a lot of the stuff that they have rolling. But, appreciate everyone that's in the subscribe button. Those numbers are going up. Appreciate that. But Amy's saying, I'm sad that the Blue Jays lost last night. Currently, what's going on the screen is the refs are reviewing that, poke ball to see if it was a flagrant foul out there on Gradey Dick. If Gradey Dick purposely, attacked his last name of D'Angelo Russell. And, it looks like he's swiping at the ball, but ended up clipping him right below the belt. So that is what it is. It's we're waiting for this we're waiting for this to go. But okay. So we are rocking and rolling here. 20-23, 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter. We are moving. So the Raptors down by 3. Shots haven't been going in. It looks like we're struggling out there with that zone that they've been rolling as they're reviewing this. So if you just tuned in, in terms of scores right now, running through it, Scottie Barnes has 4 points. RJ Barrett has 8. Man, we need to give RJ some more touches, man. He has absolutely been on fire this entire season. But the bench hasn't really given too much just yet, but we will see. Man, this review is taking way too long for a classic. Just, try to poke that loose ball, but get him on the Gradey. He got him on the Gradey right there. But Vladdy will have to go off tomorrow down by 3. Isn't that bad? Yeah, the Raptors are good, folks. You got to believe. You got to believe in this Toronto Raptors team. You cannot lose hope out there in this group. And they are just yapping. The refs are just out there talking about where they're going for dinner later tonight. They are just talking, chatting, picking up, guessing how the, I don't know what the heck that they are doing, but it's a common foul. Okay, Gradey Dick was not charged with the flagrant foul, so we should throw in some fire emojis out there for that. Fire emojis, because Gradey Dick did not get that. And I've been more of an apologist for Gradey Dick's defense than a lot of people have been, but tonight it has not been that great. He's been blown by twice, and most importantly, had a defensive lapse, easy back cut there by D'Angelo Russell, where he just sold the layup. But they're in the bonus, so D'Lo is going to the free throw line here right now, and we are hoping that he misses this free throw. So that's D'Lo letting it fly, and nothing but net. 24-20 for the first after the first free throw. Again, 2:56 left in this game. Down by 3 is not bad, especially the way the Toronto Raptors are playing. But what's happening, Kamel? Good to see you. But front of the rim for D'Lo, so it is still 24-20 for the Dallas Mavericks. Jamal Shead has the basketball. A little flare cut out there by Gradey Dick. Ball's in RJ Barrett's hands, and that makes me happy. But swings it over to Scottie Barnes. Nice handoff action there to RJ. Slash on the rim, getting to his left. Nice drive by Sandro, attacking the rim, and that is a foul. Thank you. It looked like they weren't going to call that, but he ended up driving and getting to the rim. So that'll be 2 free throws out there for Sandro Mamukelashvili, who, should be a guy that really is effective against the defensive strategy. If you are a floor-spacing big man, you should really, even though Anthony Davis is giving you trouble out there on the defensive end, Sandro should really have his way out there on the offensive end against this group. So that is what we're seeing. So Sandro at the free throw line knocks down the first. Great stuff to see there. And next one is up. Looks like we have some subs coming in. And is that Jaden Hardy? If I'm not mistaken, we're seeing what's happening there. Okay, so Sandro Mamukelashvili taking the second free throw, knocks it down. Good stuff to see a big man knocking down his free throws. Again, this game has been a bit ugly for the Toronto Raptors, but only a 2-point deficit. That is what we like to see. They are playing aggressive. They are tight. They are rocking and rolling here. Okay, RJ Barrett, good defense out there on P.J. Washington. Gradey Dick closing out on. You need to get tighter on that closeout against Max Christie, Gradey. 3 defensive lapses there. Gotta lock in. Okay. Sandro out there from the 3-point line. You can't sag off on Sandro like that. Anthony Davis, that's silliness. Mamukelashvili with the 3-point shot. Now back to a 2-point deficit. This game is on fire right now. Lots of threes going down. It is raining threes. Okay, Scottie Barnes switch on to Najee Marshall. Back on to Sandro Mamukelashvili. Good defense, good switching there. Jamal Shead guarding Jaden Hardy. But my God, let's go. I was about to say Jeff Hardy. My brain is getting cooked. But let's go. Who's playing better right now? The Mavericks, I think, would be given the edge, but I think the Raptors, this style of play is more apt for the Toronto Raptors. They need to figure out the zone. But Anthony Davis being guarded by Scottie Barnes with the step back, and that is an impressive jump shot there. Tough shot by Anthony Davis. You'll live with that one. So, okay, 25-29. Jamal Shead driving the lane, gets the bucket, gets a paint touch. Corner 3 for Gradey Dick. That's got to go down. Sandro trying to get the offensive rebound, but kicks it. I don't know what the heck Christie was doing there. That was going out of bounds on the Raptors. They just yeeted it to, the out of bounds on the side. So that's what we're looking at here now. The game is rigged when the Raptors gets fouled twice since late call. Hey, that is what it is. I don't think this game is the Raptors' fault. But Talon, appreciate you in here. I got to update the emojis out there for our channel members. But we're very much still in this. To be only down by 4 with how we're playing is big. Yes, I completely agree with that take. Completely agree. But is Gradey in or is he out? He's still in this game, but he missed that. Sandro out there for the 3-point line. Anthony Davis still kind of sagging on him. I'm not sure what the heck is going on with that strategy there. But Jamal Shead at the top of the key. Sandro, pick and roll, pick and pop coming. That's got to go down. Nice cut there by Sandro. Floater, left hand by Sandro. I said it like a minute ago. This should be a game where Sandro is cooking. If the Mavs are going to be camping in his zone, this should be, Sandro should be a zone buster for this group. But P.J. Washington misses a layup. Raptors going back the other way. That looks like a foul out there in the half court as well. Scottie Barnes above the break, 3-point line. Lets it fly, and the Raptors got the lead just like that. Just like that, folks. The Raptors get the lead. The score bug is getting there because I'm trying to play some fire emojis out here in this chat. Spam some W's out here right now. Spam the flames. Okay, Gradey Dick gets a deflection. Let's go. Jamal Shead running down the lane, and that's a nice pass. Back there, Scottie Barnes checking behind him to see what's going on, and it is 32-29. I said it, folks. This style of play is more suited for the Toronto Raptors than it is the Dallas Mavericks. And just like that, we are on a 7-0 run. Just like that, and an offensive foul. Offensive foul. Let's get hyped. Let's get hyped. Let's get hyped. Folks, out here in the chat, the fire emojis are staying on. The fire emoji's staying on. He throws a behind the back pass. Scottie Barnes looking behind him. He loves to do that. That's just disrespectful what Scottie Barnes is doing out there to this other team. But spam W's in the chat if you are liking how this Toronto Raptors team is playing. Okay. Scottie Barnes dribbling the ball up the court. Things are rolling. We are on a hot streak here now. 23 seconds left in this game. The first quarter. He slashes. Anthony Davis caught sleeping. And a nice move by Scottie Barnes. People don't like him shooting jump shots. I like him shooting them from that spot. I think that's a good decision. Okay, 11 seconds left in this game. Najee Marshall drives in, gets the layup, and it is now 31. All right, the momentum is it's not swung back the other way, but the streak we were on was dying. Okay, so we're rocking there, Paul. Paul, I'm not slipping out here on this stream. I'm not slipping. You're not catching me slipping. You're not catching me slipping. No matter how fast I'm yapping, I'm not going to be slipping. 8 seconds left out there in this quarter. First, 8.7 seconds. Anthony Davis getting taken out there. First, it's a foul as well. Okay, that's whatever. My clock is frozen. Yeah, I'm manually updating the clock, Dal, so keep me honest that the clock is not up to par, is not up to the pace that we really needed at. Najee Marshall out there up the free throw line, and it is the 32-32. 8 seconds left. Let's see if the Raptors can get a bucket here to close things out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Scottie Barnes letting it fly from 3. Front of the rim. Tough. Okay. I like Rocks. Can we be bestest friends? What's happening, Rock? I don't know who Rocks is, but we are rocking and rolling. What's happening, Almond? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat, Almond. Got that dog. Got the dog in the chat. Got the dog in the Raptors. We are rocking and rolling here, folks. It is the end of the first quarter, and the Raptors are tied 32-32. It wasn't the most ideal quarter for the Toronto Raptors, but still, this team is able to come out with a tie. And that's a sign to me that there are good things to come out there in this game. That is a good things to come out there in this game. Folks, if you are enjoying the commentary, I appreciate every single audience in the chat. Hit that like button. 212 people in here. Let's get the like spike rocking and rolling. And, folks, we have that subscriber goal. 39,200 subs. Can we get there? Can we get there out there in this stream? 34 subs required. So if you're enjoying the coverage, the daily Raptors coverage, a little bit of Blue Jays coverage now too, but obviously 99% Raptors coverage, hit that subscribe button because we're delivering it to you daily. We'll have a post game out here tonight too. So lots of stuff rolling. But folks, how are you feeling about that first quarter? It was an up and down, it was a roller coaster. That end of the quarter felt very, very good. In one word, describe how you felt about that first quarter. My word is roller coaster because that's what it was. But the Raptors are strong. We're going. But you should make a Gradey emote and a Shedhead one. Talon, that is on my agenda actually for tomorrow. I apologize. You got the channel memberships. We got the old OG chat emotes here right now in the stream. Man, a lot of these guys aren't here, man. We got the Scottie, Super Scottie. We got the Golden Kazoo throwback. We got the crying Embiid. I'll throw them all out there. I'll throw them all out there for right now the chat so you can see. But I emoted once, spent the weekend in jail as a result. Goodness gracious, digital marriage. I don't know. I can't read. But unfortunately, put the Gradey over at the 12.5 points. I don't know what PRA is, but it's we're rocking. But good, but somewhat weird. It was a weird first quarter. But the new emotes will be coming in. Channel members, of course, get the old emotes. But appreciate everyone that's tuning in out there to the stream. But who's the most impressive player out there in the first quarter? Let's take a look at the stats. Let's take a look at the stat sheet here right now because this is a very, very interesting first quarter. This is a very, very interesting start to this game. Off the bench, most impressive guy for me was certainly Sandro Mamukelashvili because he was rocking and rolling there. He's been all of our bench scoring. to start this thing off. Brandon Ingram has 2 points, 1 of 3 shooting. RJ Barrett, 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Scottie Barnes, 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting. And this game is back rolling. I should have brought the box score up earlier, but we will get it sorted soon. But this game is back. We are going to be giving you all of the commentary. Okay. Ochai Agbaji getting in this game, gets blown by right away, and then there's a foul. And this is the one thing, again, going back to what we are talking about here with our strategies, with all the game plan out there for this team. But if the Raptors are going to play aggressive defense, which I think we are all very excited about, we are all pretty amped up about in terms of game plan, in terms of hopes of, turning this team around. We like this strategy, but we need a center at the rim to protect it if you get blown by. Because you play aggressive, you're going to get blown by more often. So 33-32, Max Christie's out there at the free throw line, and things are rolling there now at this point. But I'm getting spam notifications, so nothing too crazy. Okay, 34-32. My camera's dying, but it's going to come back on. 34-32, we will keep things rocking and rolling. Immanuel Quickley's dribbling up the basketball, passes to Brandon Ingram at the top of the three-point line. Little spin shot there for Brandon Ingram. The shot looks super smooth, but it doesn't go down. Immanuel Quickley, little floater, and things are rolling. This is back to a tie game. Let's go. Okay, 34-34. 1:20 left in the quarter. Ochai Agbaji guarding D'Angelo Russell. Good defense there by Ochai. Immanuel Quickley, ball tossed over his head. It's fine. Moving his feet very, very well. I like being aggressive out there on Max Christie. Moving his feet. Little blow by there. Open corner 3 for P.J. Washington. Good recovery out there by Sandro Mamukelashvili. Transition happening. Brandon Ingram. D'Lo's on him. Ochai Agbaji slashing the lane. That's got to be a nice kick out. Nice kick out. Immanuel Quickley knocked down that three-point shot, and he knocks it down. He knocks down the three-point shot. We are feeling good. If IQ starts hitting threes, this team is going to be unstoppable. Unstoppable. That's what we like to see. All right, but he gets blown by, and D'Lo misses the layup. There are a lot of these little soft fouls going here right now, so that is what it is. But the hype music there is going off. But Ochai Agbaji, kick out, swing by Sandro, and a knockdown shot by Immanuel Quickley. That's good stuff to see. Good stuff to see out there for this group. But right now, out there on the floor for the Toronto Raptors, Ochai Agbaji, Immanuel Quickley, Brandon Ingram, Sandro Mamukelashvili, and who is the fourth? It looks like Colin Murray Boyles, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So we are rocking and rolling there. The Mavericks are at the free throw line, and D'Angelo Russell knocks down the first. So that is our lineup. That is what is happening there, and he knocks down the second. Okay. 37-36, 10:37 left in the quarter. Immanuel Quickley dribbling up the basketball, being guarded by, it looks like, Klay Thompson, and swings it out there, and that is a foul charged to, looks like, Najee Marshall. So, Caleb Martin. Goodness gracious, I'm mixing up my names. AD trolling, he's trolling, refs bouncing, things are going crazy here right now. But I appreciate all the subscribers, the support we're getting out here on the channel. We are 31 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. So we keep things growing, keep things moving. Okay, swung over to Brandon Ingram. Nice little spin move out there in the mid-range. Great pump fake there. And B.I., you're not seeing him. B.I. is not going to stay down for long, folks. He's not going to stay down for long. 39 for 36 for the Toronto Raptors. But hanging out, get the Maui. I can't pronounce that word, but we are rocking and rolling there. But Klay Thompson ends up knocking down the three-point shot, and things are rolling. Back to the commentary. But B.I. dribbles into traffic, and quick turnover there. Momentum swings, but D'Lo, you love a transition front of the rim three for the other squad. But Klay Thompson, corner three, that's not the guy you want letting those three-point shots fly. But it is tie game once again after that Klay Thompson three a couple possessions ago. But Taylor Poeltl is saying, I like that we have the logo next to my name now. Taylor, I like the look of it as well. But was B.I. a mistake? I don't think B.I. was a mistake. He has been phenomenal to start off this year. But I think he'll be bouncing back this game. He's taking some good shots. But IQ, quick pull-up three. A little bit rushed there. But that is fine. Ochai Agbaji currently guarding P.J. Washington. Very, very deep. Good aggressive defense there by the Toronto Raptors. Immanuel Quickley, just getting bodied there in the paint. But good recovery by the Raptors. And Klay Thompson with the dribble pull. Anthony Davis in the lane. And another foul is called. That's the one thing. You play aggressive style of basketball and you don't have a big domineering center down low, then you are going to be in foul trouble for a long stretch. So that's something the Raptors will have to deal with, will have to address, will have to figure out, but that is happening. But Stephen Glenn is saying, Raptors, I'm a Dallas fan, no trolling, maybe made the best team win. Hey, Steven, appreciate you tuning in here for this Raptors Digest live stream. But Anthony Davis out there at the free throw line, 9:19 left in this quarter. Let me update this time chart, and AD knocks down the first free throw. So things are rolling. There's an ad on my screen here now. I don't know what the heck is on the go, but 9:19, 40-39 out there for the Dallas Mavericks. This is going to be this has been a tight game so far, fast pace, but we are rolling. But they got to stop fouling, I agree, but it's just going to be the nature of this team. We're going to be a high foul team for playing fast, and we don't have a big man to protect the paint. That's just how it's going to go. But that was a chance for Ochai to get a rebound, and he made a mistake. Yeah, it's tough, but those loose balls, they're tough to get each and every single one of them. But all right, we are rocking and rolling here. Immanuel Quickley with the basketball, dribbling up, 41-39 out there in this game. 9-10 out there left. Brandon Ingram, another nice midi pull, and he knocks it down. Right, that's the nice thing about Brandon Ingram, right? Like, he's making shots, he's missing shots, whatever. He is going to continue to take good shots. Amy saying, I'm a subscribe to all your channels. Amy, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. It means the world to me. But Anthony Davis with a crazy catch out there in the lane and finishes. Live with those. But 41-43. That's what's happening. But Maui Wowie, let's go. But Immanuel Quickley dribbling the basketball, being guarded by Klay Thompson. Kicks it to Ochai Agbaji. Lets it fly from three. And back of the rim. Anthony Davis with the rebound, 43-41. 8:33 left in this second quarter. BI guarding D'Angelo Russell out there at the top. Screen, little pick and roll action, and you gotta cover that a little bit better. But they recover well. Corner three for D'Lo. He has been short on a lot of his shots. He rushed that one again, short again, and the Raptors giving up another offensive rebound, folks. What are we doing? What are we doing here right now? What are we doing here right now? Where they hang on the post? It's Maui Wowie. Let's go. But that'd be sick. But hype Mavs for me. Hey, feel good about your team. Is Drake in the house? Drake is not in the house out there for the Dallas squad. But that would be sick. But are you watching the Jays tomorrow? I will be watching I have basketball at the same time as the start of the Jays game, so I'll be unfortunately unable to stream. But as soon as that game is over, I will be watching it, and I should be streaming for the next one. But thankfully, Anthony Davis misses that first free throw, so we catch a little bit of a break there. But the Raptors, Jakob Poeltl is now going back to the bench with 3 personal fouls. So that is not what we like to see. Not what we like to see. But we are rocking and rolling here. Appreciate everyone that's tuning into the stream. Hit that like button. 190 people in here, only 68 likes. Let's hit that like button so things are rocking and rolling. And of course, on that mission to get 39,200 subscribers, that's our sub goal for tonight. And we're 31 away, so appreciate every one of you. But Scottie Barnes with the rebound, nice pass to CMB out there in the lane, who misses it was kind of a contested layup, but I like the aggression. I like the aggression he's going up with. But CMB is out there. Jamal Shead guarding Klay Thompson. Throws the lob to Anthony Davis in the paint. Ochai Agbaji currently is the matchup on Anthony Davis. That's a bold strategy. He is not going to miss one of those layups. He is not going to miss one of those layups. And the Mavericks are going on a little bit of a run here. 41-45, for the Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunate stuff. My camera will be coming back. Don't you folks worry. But Scottie Barnes, pick and roll with CMB. You gotta attack that. No one's in front of you, CMB. You got to drive it straight to the rim. Colin Murray-Boyle's making some rookie mistakes here to start things off, but gets the contest, and the Raptors get the rebound. So good recovery contest for Colin Murray-Boyle's, making up for the missed possession, and a couple of tough passes right now. The Raptors are forcing it a little bit. You can't let this get out of hand, but we get the ball back. Okay, Ochai Agbaji there, open above the break 3, and that's what we like to see. Okay, this game is ugly, this game is messy, this game is crazy, but it is going absolutely wild. But it's still only a 1-point game. 1-point game. All right, my nerves are a little bit shot, and this was an important game for the Toronto Raptors. But Ochai Agbaji knocks down that 3-point shot. 7:14 left in this game, and we are going to commercial break. So we are going to commercial break. Things are rocking and rolling here. Quarter 2, we are going. Ochai Agbaji, baby. Congrats on making the World Series. Luckily, my Rangers didn't have to face the mountain in front of you. Hey, it is what it is. We are I believe in these Blue Jays. So I believe in the Blue Jays like I believe in my Raptors. So we are rocking and rolling here. We want it all. We want it all. Not just for the Raptors. We want it for the Blue Jays. We want it for everything. But congrats on making the World Series. Yes. Ochai, baby. Yes, sir. Ochai Agbaji. Ochai Agbaji keeps it rocking and rolling here. But Luck 5, I appreciate you hitting that like button already. Means the world to me. Growing the stream, growing the community, growing everything that we can out here for this Raptors Digest brand. Building it for the community, trying to build this thing up. But Raptors versus Mavericks. This has been an absolutely crazy, crazy game right now so far. Let me know in the chat right now who has impressed you most so far in this game. Again, I'd like to see a bit more Immanuel out there, but defensively there are question marks with stuff that's happening now at this point. But Immanuel has been good. RJ Barrett's been good. Had a little bit of a turnover there late in this one, but that is what it is. But who do you think is going to get traded mid-season? Reed, Wensky. We'll have a lot of content and coverage out there on that, but my mission is to make sure that RJ Barrett doesn't get traded. I do not want RJ Barrett traded unless he starts playing very bad. But I am a believer in RJ Barrett. I think if a move is going to happen, it's going to be for a big man. It's going to be for a center. I think that's the Toronto Raptors need right now. We are pretty bloated out there at the guard spot. So I think it's less about who's going to be traded. I think, unfortunately, Ochai Agbaji might be a trade piece, just given its contract situation and stuff. But we will see what's rocking out there for this Raptors group. But so far, after what we see, who's going to win tonight, After what we see who's going to win tonight, I believe in the Toronto Raptors, folks. You got to believe. Spam believe out there in the chat. Spam it. Spam it right now. Spam believe if you believe in this Toronto Raptors group. Because I believe in this Raptors team, even if things get a little bit messy, even if things get a little bit ugly here and there. All right. Brandon Ingram, they're showing highlights of his middies. Man, that guy is just so smooth at basketball. He is a smooth basketball player. But the play-by-play has impressed me the most in this game. Hey, let's go. Hope I'm delivering. Try to give you all the updates and keep things fun out here on the channel. That's what we want to see. We trying to give you the best play-by-play. Even though my camera is going crazy, I think it's time. The camera's dying, so we switch it to this webcam. We switch it to the basic webcam. I am in the market for a new webcam, so don't you guys worry. There will be stuff coming. But we are back in action. We are back rocking, and the ball swung to Cooper Flagg out there on the wing, guarded by Ochai Agbaji. Scottie Barnes guarding Klay Thompson here right now at the top of the key. Pick and roll with Dereck Lively. Good defensive coverage out there on that pick and roll. And it's a bad day to be the front of the rim. Bad day to be the front of the rim. The Mavericks have been hitting it a ton. Jamal Shead out there from the three-point line. Shed heads. Shed heads, get hyped. Shed heads, get hyped. If you are a shed head, be hyped right now. And the defense, it is what it is. They made a good deflection, and that is what it is. I was too busy getting hyped there. Not updating the score. Slacking on the play-by-play stuff. But 47-47 now. Cooper Flagg ended up getting the dunk. Hectic possession, hectic game. 6:29 left in this one. It has been crazy. But believe that shiz a town down. Let's go. So far after what we see, who's good with this game? Let's go. All right. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Sing it, Amy. Hand on your chest. Let's go. But Anthony better get 10 rebounds. And McDuffie, I hope he gets a bunch of missed shots by the Mavericks. Or what? I don't want him to get offensive rebounds. I don't want the Raptors to be missing, so I don't want Anthony Davis to get a ton of boards. But, let's ride. Let's ride. Okay. Free throw line right now. Raptors knock it down. There's a crazy hectic possession there. Ochai Agbaji's at the free throw line. Knocked down the first one. 6:29 left in this quarter. But Ochai Agbaji knocks down the second. The Raptors have a 2-point lead. This has been a back-and-forth game. This has been a whirlwind. This has been absolutely crazy, and I am loving every second of it. So, we are going. All right. Jamal Shead guarding D'Angelo Russell. Swings it over to Max Christie. Swings it over to Dereck Lively. Kick to Christie once again. RJ Barrett, playing a lot tighter than Gradey Dick was, which is good to see out there on Christie. Ochai Agbaji swings it over, and good recovery there. Forcing the step back, forcing great defense. Great defense by the Toronto Raptors. And D'Lo has been selling threes all night, but somehow hits the fadeaway one with the hand in his face. That's just a D'Angelo Russell shot. And there's another whistle. Looks like a defensive foul. But 50-49, 5:57 left in this game, and it looks like there's a foul out there on D'Angelo Russell. Okay, things are going. How the heck did D'Lo hit that shot? That is absolutely crazy. But we are still rocking and rolling here. The stream ended up dying on me, so it's we're here rocking and rolling. But the stream, making sure this is all good to go. You didn't lose me, did you? You didn't lose me. RJ Barrett with the drive and the lay. Things are rolling. Give RJ Barrett the basketball. I need to start a position, not even to trade him, but to give him the basketball. But man, the Raptors go on a nice shot, and the Mavs go on a nice shot. I don't like the looks of this. But you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Charles Calouet, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Watch him for Philippines. Let's go. But swings over to Murray Boyles, the quarter. Kicks it to Ochai Agbaji above the break, three-point line. Doesn't go down, but Murray Boyles with the kick out to RJ. You know that's in. Okay, never mind. But, nice shot there by RJ Barrett. Murray Boyles is starting to get a little bit more comfortable, which is a good thing to see. Liam Reed tuning in from France. Salut, monsieur. Salut. Les Raptors are playing. I can't do commentary in French. My apologies. But, Jamal Shead guarding D'Lo. Another front of the rim shot. Kicking it to Jamal Shead. Cooper Flagg is up there. And, yeah, the smart move not to force that shot in there. Scottie Barnes, transition three. Wow. Scottie Barnes is knocking down some three-point shots here tonight. That is good to see, good to witness. I like him being a bit more aggressive, but that is what it is. All right. I like the Amy believing. I like the spam and believing out there. You got to believe in this Raptors group. Cooper Flagg out there in the wing. Contested three. Knocks it down. Man, this is a crazy, crazy game. The lead changes are nuts. If you are enjoying this game, spam W out there in the chat. Spam W out there in the chat. Scottie Barnes at the top of the three-point line. Colin Murray Boyles out there now. They did a little handoff action. Handoff action again. And Scottie Barnes with the drive. That is a big man move. That is a big man move. Gets it up again. Cleans up his own miss. And things are rocking and rolling here for the Toronto Raptors. 4:02 left in this quarter. 56-55 for your Toronto Raptors. Colin Murray Boyles guarding Dereck Lively. Things are, they are playing tight defense out there. Swung over Jamal Shead. D'Angelo Russell guarded by Jamal Shead. They're trying to throw lobs. They're trying to force the lobs. You ain't Luka Doncic, baby. You ain't Luka Doncic. You can't throw those lobs like that. Can't let it happen. But crazy, crazy fast-paced game. 3:46 to update the time. Things are going. D Frizz, what is happening? Good to see you out here in the chat. Great to see you. Great to see you. Like and subscribe. Listed to D Frizz. We are 29 subscribers away from our subscriber goal of 39,200. I appreciate every single one that's tuning in, and we are going to commercial break. It looks like there's a review or a foul or something on the go. So hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss a single thing. But Scottie is getting more confident with his threes. Is good. Again, I like Scottie Barnes being a slasher first. I don't care how confident he gets with his threes. I like him being a slasher first. I think he's been playing like that, but of course, the ability to knock down the three-point shot is going to be crucial for his development. But good take there. I'm smacking my chest right now, singing it. Let's go. Believe, Amy. We are believing. We are believing in this group. But Vlone is saying Mavs with the flex. Hey, the streets were saying that the first team to 56 is usually the team that wins. And the Raptors are the first team to 56. So that's what we are rocking and rolling with here now. But we're in commercial break here right now, so don't worry. The commentary will be back as this goes. But we do have a super chat coming in from Johnny Keene. Appreciate the super chat out there. Saying the Lakers have to win the NBA title, have a chance to win the NBA title this year. And it was worded as a question. And that's, really dependent on how good Dereck Lively will be. Or Dereck Lively, goodness gracious. DeAndre, how good they'll be at the big man position. How good things will be out there on that front. Because if, they don't have any big man, if LeBron James isn't healthy, you're relying a lot out there on Luka Doncic. So it is interesting stuff. But I'm a big Luka Doncic fan. So it's, big question there with LA Lakers. But, we'll see how things go. Regardless, chance to win the NBA title, any team is going to have a tough chance to win the NBA title when you're going to face the Toronto Raptors out there in the finals. But that's what's happening. But Amy's saying every time someone types something, we're a little late. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. People feel the energy. But Taylor's saying, don't judge me for this question, but I'm a Blue Jays baseball fan first. If you are competitive in basketball, it is normal to trade players off the roster. In the MLB, it is not. I also know that there are a lot more minor leaguers in baseball. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But don't judge me for this. Oh, if you are competitive in basketball, is it normal to trade players off the roster? If you are competitive in basketball, trade them, send them down, what are we talking about? Trades are always, good team, bad team. Teams are either buying, they're selling, they're doing a lot of different stuff. But if you're switching it for a G Leaguer, that doesn't happen as much in the NBA as it does baseball with call ups and call downs. But that is what it is. But I like him bully ball first, occasional 3-second. All right, completely agree with that take there without a doubt. But that's what's happening. But let's go Raptors. It's Mike from Ecuador. What's happening, Mike? What's happening? I had a friend that lived in Quito for a long time, so that's good to see you out here in the chat. We appreciate everyone out here. Let us know where you are watching from out there in the chat. I want to hear what you guys have to say, where you guys are from. We appreciate the international audience we get out here on Raptors Digest. We love it. All right. It's just G League. Yeah, you got it, Tim. You got it. Okay. Raptors are back. Sandro Mamakhelishvili with the basketball. RJ Barrett dribbling around. Swings into Brandon Ingram out there in the paint. And a good contest there by P.J. Washington. RJ Barrett's spin move, channeling his inner Pascal Siakam, but misses the lay. That is fine. I like that take. I like that drive. Going to his left. That is good to see. All right, Scottie Barnes guarding Anthony Davis out there at the logo. Playing intense, not letting him get any momentum going. But Sean, go Raptors from India. Let's go. Good contest, and it looks like it was a kickball out there by Immanuel Quickley. Okay, 3:12 left in the quarter, 56-55 out there for your Toronto Raptors. Good stuff there. But if a prospect is good, why not? But I personally love all three. Yeah. If we're buying, would we be trading guys like Walter, Gradey, and Ochai? We're still a young team, so I think Ochai is the most likely to be dealt out there on that group, but we'll see. And there is another foul called. Lots of fouls getting called out there in this game. Again, some people might say it's rigged. A lot of these calls are actual fouls, so that's just something you got to deal with. But 3:09 left. The Dallas Mavericks are in bonus, so Cooper Flagg is going to the free throw line. You hate to see it. But I don't think Gradey Dick or Jacoby Walter gets traded this year unless it's like a big star-studded package. That's my prediction out there at that point. But Cooper Flagg knocks down the free throw, ties the game for the Dallas Mavericks. But that's 56, and he hits the front of the rim, but it does roll in. So 57 now for the Dallas Mavericks, 57-56. Swinging the ball, Sandro Mamakhelishvili above the break from the three-point line. Brandon Ingram dribbling the basketball, faking the pull-up three. What a shifty little move there. Swings it to Sandro, driving in with the slam. Sandro Mamakhelishvili, let's go. He has zero fear, man. He has zero fear out there on the offensive end. But Cooper Flagg letting it fly from the three-point line, front of the rim. Brandon Ingram, the rebound. We are going back in a little semi-transition. Swings it to RJ Barrett. Going back, going in with the left. Kicks it to Sandro in the corner. Swings it one more time. They're swinging the basketball well, but the Mavericks do a good job of out there recovering. You live with it. But handoff to Immanuel Quickley. Driving with his right. Little floater with the foul going to the free throw line. Let's go. Let's go, Toronto Raptors. All right. Amy saying 6'7" out there in the chat. I see some spinny P emojis out there. We love it. Free throw line, Immanuel Quickley here right now. But whatever team makes it to 58 is usually going to win the whole game, I bet you. Honestly, Amy, I heard that too. The streets were saying that. The first team to 58 usually wins. That's what they say. And the Toronto Raptors are the first team to 58. So that's something you gotta accept. But the Raptors, okay, Immanuel Quickley knocks down the first free throw. So let me update the time here. Let me get this right for you. 59 for the Raptors. RJ Barrett getting subbed out of this game. 2:25 left in the quarter. Immanuel Quickley has the second free throw to shoot. So Ochai Abaji's back in. The lineup is Quickley, Abaji, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, and Sandro Mamakhelishvili. And Immanuel Quickley knocks down the second free throw. This game has been a bit ugly. It's been a bit crazy. It's been a bit insane. But it is nuts. Okay. Cooper Flagg out there swings it to the corner. And Max Christie with the corner three knocks it down to tie this game. This is an absolute battle here, folks. This is a Jameson battle game. Brandon Ingram driving with the left. He is tough. It would have been nice to make that, but, I like the drive. And we're picking the ball. We're being aggressive out there at the half line. The Mavericks get it over half court. So Sandro Mamakhelishvili switching out there, and we are going. So, okay. Ochai Abaji guarding Anthony Davis out there in the post. He is leaning out and throws it right into the hands of Brandon Ingram, who almost throws it away. Kicks it. What a pass by Immanuel Quickley straight to Scottie Barnes. He threads the needle, and it leads to a Toronto Raptors dunk by Scottie Barnes. 62-60 out there. 1:33 left in the quarter. Okay, Sandro guarding Najee Marshall, it looks like, and he travels. Great defense there by Sandro. We love to see what is happening out there on the basketball court. 1:29 left in this game. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. Okay. Let's happen it. But I swear Mamu brings the energy. All right, I couldn't agree with you more. Immanuel Quickley has been cooking for this Raptors group. Got to show love to Mamu. All right, they're full court pressing now. We're rubbing off out there on the Mavericks. D'Lo's, interestingly enough, trying to press. But 16 seconds the shot clock. Scottie Barnes is the ball and tries to do a backdoor. Doesn't happen for Immanuel Quickley. But Ingram at the top in triple threat, doing a little drive, gets to his spot. And a nice little floater there by Brandon Ingram, the step through, and the Raptors are up. Raptors going on a sneaky little run here, a little 4-point lead with a minute left in the second half, or the first half. Ingram guarding Cooper Flagg here right now at the top. Ball's in P.J. Washington's hands now. Scottie Barnes guarding P.J. Washington at the free throw line. A little step back from the midi. Bad day to be the front of the rim. It's a bad day to be the front of the rim. And a pass to Mamu. Mamu going for a dunk. It wasn't a dunk, but he was looking like MJ the way he was flying down the key. He was looking like Michael Jordan. Let's go from the free throw line. He is jumping. Talon is saying it. Spam Mamu out there in the chat. Get hyped out there for Immanuel Quickley. Let's go. And a bank shot there by the Dallas Mavericks. Things are going crazy here right now. 62-66. Spam Mamu out there in the chat. Let's go. Big possession here. 23 seconds left in the half. Let's go. Scottie Barnes has the basketball. 19 seconds. 18 seconds. He's dribbling out the time a little bit. Quickly has it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He drives a little floater, and no foul is called. That is bold. The Raptors are going back 5-on-4, and it's swung over, and it is out of bounds, but it's still Dallas Mavericks ball. 66-62 for the Toronto Raptors. Alrighty, folks. Things are going crazy. Things are going nuts. Here now, the Mamu milkshakes. Drink your Mamu milkshakes, folks. Colin Murray-Boyle's coming back in this game, getting the rookie out there, some defensive stops. Alrighty, folks. 6.6 seconds left. Dallas Mavericks ball. CMB subbing in from Ingram, of course, for the defensive improvement there. Appreciate every single one of you tuning in. But all right, Ochai Agbaji guarding D'Angelo Russell, who lets it fly with a bank shot. That's crazy. You got to call that, D'Lo. You got to call that. All right, 2 seconds, 1 second. Immanuel Quickley, will it bounce in? It won't. All right, 66-64. This is a good first half. You know, a little bit ugly there for stretches, but the Raptors were able to get things rocking and rolling there now. Okay, folks. Immanuel Quickley out there cooking. We are at halftime. I'm going to update the timer, and then we are going to discuss this half. But let me know your takes, your opinions out there in the chat right now. We are going to be having a conversation about what has happened out there in the first half. Before we do, folks, again, as I'm getting your comments in for the second half, as I'm getting your takes for what's going on, your opinions, your predictions, what's happening, make sure to firstly, if you are one of the, how many people do we have in this chat? 240 people out here, and you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button, and we are on that goal, on that mission for 39,200 subscribers. If we can get this, if we can get that number going out there in this stream, that would be huge out there for the channel. So that is what we like to see. All right. Appreciate every single one of you. This stream has been very, very exciting. Okay, for full breakdown. First thing that we need to discuss, the first thing that we need to bring up is Immanuel Quickley. Let me bring this box score up for you as well so you guys can see everything that is going on. All right, the dramatic music is also blasted. So, the box score is up so you guys can see it here now as well. I want you guys to be able to see everything as we're kind of running through things here right now. Okay. So, Immanuel Quickley out there the first half off the bench. He's been the star, the shining light for this Raptors group. 13 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, a couple of very nice slashes. And this is one thing. You know, Sandro Immanuel Quickley, he was as advertised, pegged as a shooter, as a big man that could knock down the three-point shot. That is what we wanted to see out of him for this team, okay? That is what we wanted to see from him. But what has impressed me most is, firstly, his ability to cut. He is just moving into open space. He's flowing naturally out there in this Raptor system. Again, big men that you are playing out there more around the three-point line more than usual sometimes don't have that great spatial awareness. But Mamu is really good at just finding the right times to cut. He's actually a very sneaky good ball handler. He's able to make some moves, make some plays out there with the ball in his hands. So I've been very, very impressed. On top of his ability, you see it out there in this game. 1 of 4 from the three-point line, but ability to slash, drive, all that type of stuff. 13 points off the bench. Great stuff. All right, Sane, love the commentary. Rivals Matty D himself. I'll never be Matty Devlin. I'll never be him, but I appreciate the love nonetheless. But, of course, other guys that we got to talk about. Scottie Barnes in the first half has been very, very good. Confident with his three-point stroke, has taken 4 of them, which I feel like is a lot, but again, the Dallas Mavericks were in his zone, so the strategy calls for a bit more of three-point shooting when the Mavericks were in his zone, especially for a chunk of that first quarter. But Scottie Barnes in this one had 16 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. He has been very, very effective for this Toronto Raptors team on both ends of the floor. Again, everyone's going to be looking at the offense, but Jakob Poeltl has been plagued with foul trouble so far in this game. You can see it, only 7 minutes, only 2 points, 3 personal fouls. But Scottie Barnes has been given the task of guarding the other team's big men. We've seen him guarding Anthony Davis for stretches, Dereck Lively for stretches. I think he's doing a very good job, playing as that undersized big man out there on the defensive end. So a really, really strong first half out there for Scottie Barnes. You got to love it. Okay, other guy we got to talk about. I've been bringing him up a ton, the movement, keeping RJ Barrett out there on this roster. And I am of the opinion, I am of the belief, I am of the thought process. Again, he shouldn't get traded, but he also should have some more touches. He should have some more touches. He's made some nice drives. He's knocked down some nice shots. Has 10 points to start off this one, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and it feels like he hasn't gotten the ball a ton. So that is something that, I'd like to see RJ Barrett with the ball in his hands a little bit more often. Brandon Ingram also had a cold start to this game, was able to knock down some shots, make some nice plays happen as this game went along. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for Brandon Ingram as well. He's getting in those passing lanes. It's not really like pick and pocket steals. It's a lot of, hey, one guy's dropping out there and help, or one guy's helping over to a guy, there's a drive happening, and Brandon Ingram is doing a good job with those long arms, coming on that weak side and stealing that basketball. So that is very, very good out there for this team. And, Immanuel Quickley also, he knocked down a 3, which is positive. 9 points in this one, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for IQ. Looking very solid. Looking very solid out there for this team, and that's all been great. Ochai Abaji's playing effective defense, knocked down a 3-point shot is good. One thing that was a little bit disappointing, Colin Murray-Boyle's got some nerves out there to start off this game, which is completely fine. He's dealing with that forearm injury as well, so he's had a weird start. Hasn't scored yet in this game. Does have 2 rebounds, is 0-2 out there from the field. Okay, so Talon is out there saying a really good half out there for Scottie. I'll pull up the Mavericks stats as well. For our Mavericks fans that are out there in the chat, and Raptors fans wanting to see what is going on, what is happening with this group. But I want to spam down below. Spam down below the player that has impressed you most. Let me know who has impressed you most for the Toronto Raptors. Okay. The Dallas Mavericks as well. Anthony Davis, 10 points. Cooper Flagg with 12 points out there in this one. Cooper Flagg really looking confident firing up those jump shots, those 3-point shots. Again, the dream was for him to be a Toronto Raptor, but we got CMB, who I'm still very, very excited about. It's the guys, Max Christie specifically off the bench has been very effective. D'Angelo Russell, he has 13 points in this game, but 3 of 11 shooting. And I'll live with D'Lo taking 11 shots out there so far in this one. And he has been hoisting up some tough ones. The 1-3 he made was the one that was just, they were all very difficult, but the most difficult shot that he took was the one that he ended up knocking down. But see, Amy, appreciate you tuning in. But, Najee Marshall, I think, has had a sneaky good game in this one. Has made some nice cuts, some nice drives, playing good defense. Klay Thompson's had some tough threes. The Raptors been able to keep Dereck Lively quiet. The Mavericks were going to that lob threat, trying to throw those lobs to Dereck Lively a ton out there to start off this game, and then, of course, it didn't happen. So that is what's happening there. Now, people are talking about Jakob Poeltl. People are talking about, hey, why is he only playing 7 minutes and stuff? It is not the back pain from what is reported, from what is being discussed, from what is talked about. Apparently, that is all fine. The reason why Jakob Poeltl was out of this game is because he was dealing with foul trouble. And that's the tough part of this because, you're looking for the Toronto Raptors. You're looking for this team to have a very, competitive group and aggressive defense, everyone in everyone's grill. That's what the whole philosophy, the whole mantra, the whole focus of this Toronto Raptors team has been for this season. But what happens then is when you're playing aggressive, of course you get more steals. Of course, you're more disruptive on the defensive end. But you're going to get more people with, if you're super close to the guy, it's easy to drive past people. Anyone that's played basketball is aware of that fact. So, these NBA guys are going to be able to go to the rim, and it's putting more pressure out there on Jakob Poeltl. And he is not one of those defenders like a Dereck Lively out there on the Dallas Mavericks, right, who's a bouncy big man. He's more of a positional defensive dude. He's forced to switch, guard people out there on the perimeter. It's a tough position to really put him in. So The Raptors have to figure something out. They have to figure something out, and we're running small ball fives with the Dallas Mavericks, slash at the rim. Scottie Barnes and Colin Murray-Boyles really have to step things up out there on the defensive end, and they have been, especially Scottie, has been doing it out there in the first quarter. Daniel Gafford is out for sure. Who is winning right now? The Raptors are winning 66-64. Again, we are currently in halftime, so the live commentary, the play-by-play will be going on. But after a full half of basketball, spam down below which team you think will win. Which team you think will win, let me know in the chat. Spam it down below. But can we get a Mamu Yaku chat? Mamu Yaku chant? Is that how I pronounce that, Gio? Is that how I pronounce that? That's what we're getting going. But Hardy have a sneaky game. Yeah, Jaden Hardy's good. Jaden Hardy is he's out there, but he has 0 points. I haven't seen too much of Jaden Hardy just yet. But okay, Gafford not playing is a factor, definitely. But Norbert is saying Dallas win. Jack Silver say chat up, Ben. What's happening, Jack? Appreciate you joining the stream here right now. But people are saying the Mavericks, the Raptors, of course. People are saying we got more Dallas stuff. We got more Dallas than Raptors out here in the stream chat, folks. I need our Raptors fans to be louder. I need our Raptors fans to be louder in the chat. Who is going to win, the Raptors or the Mavericks? Let me know. D Frizz is saying Ben. What's happened, D Frizz? Mamu Yaku. Let's go. Robert Moser saying still missing Fred VanVleet. I'm what's it called? I like Fred VanVleet. People overstated how much I like Fred VanVleet, but I like the guy. I like him. But we're also very, very close to our subscriber goal of 39,200. If we can hit that in this stream, again, that will be generational, folks. Appreciate every single one of you guys that have been tuning in and stuff. And Marcel's trolling me. Marcel's always trolling me. I'm trolling Marcel. He's probably... And, folks, this is one thing, too. We got to share this stream somehow. I peeped Marcel's stream, and he has more concurrent viewers than I have right now. He has more concurrent viewers. Mavericks Digest stream has more concurrent viewers than what I got right now. What are we doing? What are we doing here? We need more people tuned into this stream. We can't be behind the Dallas Mavericks. We can't be behind Mavs Digest, folks. I know he's been streaming every game for multiple seasons, and we're catching up, building up this Raptors Digest community. But we can't be behind Mavericks Digest, folks, out there on the live watch along. What are we doing? Is what it is. I appreciate the group we got in here. By the end of the season, we're gonna be cooking out there, all those Mavericks fans. But Canada, you're gonna lose this game, Steven. We are not. We can't lose this game. This is a Raptors moment. This is a big game for the Toronto Raptors, as brought up, as I've discussed in previous videos. I'll show you guys this here now. The Raptors have a very tough schedule coming up. They have a very tough schedule, so the Mavericks are by no means an easy win whatsoever. But it's a winnable game. And every game is winnable for this Raptors group. I'm a believer in this team. We aren't one of those tanking squads no more. But the Raptors schedule is looking very, very tough here for the next little while. Okay, so we face Dallas today. We face Victor Wembanyama, who is looking like one of the most. They had a competitive game against the Brooklyn Nets today. But the San Antonio Spurs are a squad. They are a unit this year. Of course, the Houston Rockets with Kevin Durant, they're going to be good. Alman Thompson and Şengün. You face the Cleveland Cavaliers, who, yes, don't have DG, but are going to be one of the most competitive teams out there in the East. It's a lot of stuff happening there. Then you got Memphis, then you got Milwaukee, you got Atlanta, Sixers, Nets. No easy wins. No easy wins with the exception of maybe Brooklyn. But, again, they played the San Antonio Spurs today. Any team coached by Jordi Fernandez is going to be competitive, so it's whatever. But it is whatever. But that's what's happening. Okay. We are rocking and rolling here. We the North. Latham. We the North. Ruben is saying Mavs, baby. That's silly. Dalel, throw the dinos out there. But Steve, you're going to lose now. Marcel, I heard he buys subscribers with free pizza. Yeah. That's, he's out there. He's out there. It's silliness. But when Mavs Digest eats, I eat. So I hope for the growth of Mavs Digest. But I hope more growth out here for Raptors Digest. So that's what we're rocking with. But how can you not like bettering yourself? Jack Silver. Again, I understand. I empathize with the Fred VanVleet. Not hate. You shouldn't hate the well, you can hate whatever you want. But, be respectful, of course. But I understand some Raptors fans to stay with Fred VanVleet. After he ended up going down with that knee injury, his defense was a little bit shook. His defense fell off a little bit, and he still played like the top dog. He was a super clutch shooter. I understand it. I empathize with it. I don't agree with it, but I empathize with it. 16 points in the first half for Scottie Barnes. You love to see it. You love to see it. I know Fred personally from a city, Rockford. Let's go, Money Mike. Money Mike a problem. Shout out Fred VanVleet. If you know him personally, tell him Raptors Digest sends his love. Hope he's recovering well from that ACL. I was really sad when I heard Fred tore the ACL. I thought they had a chance to make the finals this year with a healthy Fred VanVleet, and I'd like to see him go back to I like rooting for our former Toronto Raptors. I'm a big fan of Fred VanVleet. But Ben Rogers get to go to Mavericks Digest and say Cooper is a bust. Cooper Flagg, he's I like Cooper Flagg. I actually really like the Dallas Mavericks. I liked him more with Luka, but I like Cooper Flagg. That's a squad. But I'm a Raptors fan, but I gotta say Cooper Flagg is having a rough rookie season. I'm sure he'll be fine. But Cole Murray Boyles, that's the guy that we're really, really rooting for. But tell Quickley to stop shooting past Ingram. He's such a bum. Hey, Tech Basher, Quickley's had a fine game. It hasn't been over the moon, but he's been fine. You can't watch the next 3 games, probably 4. Well, Talon, if you can't watch them, I'll be here to give you commentary. I'll be here to give you the updates and all the news and all that stuff. All the reactions as well. Subscribe to Raptors Digest. Again, 24 subscribers away, folks. 24 subscribers away from 39,200. Tell your friends to check out Raptors Digest so they get their daily dose, their 2 times a day dose, 3 times a day dose sometimes of their Toronto Raptors news. But hard early schedules make it easy tanking on season's closing. Not the Raptors, though, as they're going to have home court in the playoffs. Let's go, D. Frizz. You know what's up. You know what's up. Top 2, but not 2. Top 2, but not 2. That's where we're going. But 129 to 122 for the Mavericks. I like that prediction. But Talon's saying, but once the Jays hopefully win the World Series, I'll watch every game. Okay, I see why, Talon. Actually, you are correct. I'll be giving Blue Jays commentary instead of Raptors commentary probably for those games as well. The Jays streams have been going crazy, though. But so you got to live with it. I appreciate 23 subscribers away. We're moving up in the world. As long as Davis keeps grabbing boards, we Gucci. Tofasta, I'm assuming you're a Mavericks fan, but Anthony Davis can get all the rebounds he wants. The Raptors are going to cook. The Raptors are going to cook. That's what's happening. Raptors win by 11. That's a prediction from D. Frizz. I'm hoping. But do you think Gradey will score 11 points tonight? Money Mike, a problem. I hope so. He had a rough first half. But I'm confident that Gradey Dick is able to bounce back. I'm a Gradey Dick believer. I'm a believer in Gradey. He only played 11 minutes in the first half as well. That's the thing about this team right now. Like, you have the Raptors are deep. 3 NBA guys, like, I think rotation players in the NBA, Jonathan Mobo, Jameson Bell, and Jacoby Walter are all DNPs out there for the first half. So it is tough. But imagine being a Dallas fan. The league gave us the first pick because they traded Luka. Nico is an order follower. Yeah, it is what it is. I still think that's a tough trade for you guys. I still think even if we're counting like Cooper Flagg and the acquisition of it, I think Luka Doncic is just so good. But we are back. Let's get hyped, folks. Let's get hyped. Hype music. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's get this show rocking and rolling here. Okay. Cooper Flagg being guarded by Brandon Ingram, and he misses the mid-range jumper. We are rocking and rolling here. Alrighty. RJ Barrett in the corner. Swings it to Scottie Barnes, who's being guarded by Cooper Flagg. He drives the lane with the left. Nearly an and one. Alrighty. We are back rocking and rolling here in this game. Alrighty. Scottie Barnes at the free throw line. The music is going to make these the most dramatic free throws of Scottie Barnes' life. The music is going to be the most dramatic free throws of Scottie Barnes' life. He is at the free throw line. Jakob Poeltl will be subbing into this game, it looks like, with a mask. Scottie Barnes to the free throw stripe. Hits the first. I missed the beat drop. Hits the first. Let's go. Okay. 67-64. Scottie Barnes, the second biggest free throw of his life. Out there at the line. He is going there. Anthony Davis standing next to Jakob Poeltl, who's fixing his mask. Scottie Barnes, 2 dribbles, lets it fly from the free throw stripe, and hits the side of the rim. Hits the side of the rim. That's tough. That was some dramatic free throws, though. Jakob Poeltl in the lane, and an and one out there for P.J. Washington. Okay. This game is back and forth. This game is back and forth. This game is a seesaw. RJ Barrett plays better with Gradey on the floor. Yeah, that's true. But imagine being Stephen Glenn. Don't be hating on Stephen. Don't be hating on Stephen, Michael. That's They'll be hating on Steven. But too bad Frank got hurt. Rockets will miss him. Okay, we're giving the commentary. We're going back and forth. But be nice to each other in the chat. 67-67. Immanuel Quickley dribbling the basketball out there at the top. Jakob Poeltl with the ball in his hands. A little sweep through. Passes it to Scottie Barnes out there on the wing. Passes it to Brandon Ingram being guarded by Cooper Flagg. Ingram right to his spot in the mid-range. You love that shot. And that is a layup for Brandon Ingram. It was a mid-range jump shot, but for him, it is a layup. Folks, reminder, first team to 69 usually wins the game, so that is something to be aware of. Nice spin by Cooper Flagg and a pass to Dereck Lively. That's why he was the #1 overall pick. That's why he was that. Got to respect it. At 69-69, Immanuel Quickley driving the lane. Cut off by Flagg. Swings it to Scottie Barnes. Pick and roll running now. Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes. Nice little innie. And, I like that he didn't force that over Anthony Davis. RJ Barrett finally touches the basketball, driving in with the left. And with the floater off the glass, RJ Barrett. This man is cooking. All right, let's get some defense chants going. Defense, we need to stop. Need to stop here. Need to stop. Anthony Davis, corner three, contested. Nice board by Brandon Ingram. Good stuff. Raptors going in transition. Scottie Barnes kicks it to Jakob Poeltl. Tipped, but Brandon Ingram with the basketball there. The Flames are rocking. Okay, Brandon Ingram from the three-point line, and that is money. Just like that, the Toronto Raptors up 74-69. Good stuff there. This team is rocking and rolling. Okay, Jakob Poeltl guarding Dereck Lively. Offensive foul. Folks, get on the swing. Get on the swing. There is a momentum swing going here right now. There is a momentum swing rocking. Gio, don't listen to Marcel because there is a swing. Get on the swing, folks. This game is on a playground. Get on the swing. The Raptors are on a swing. 74-69. We are coming back to the floor. Immanuel Quickley being guarded by Cooper Flagg out there. Spam swing out there in the chat. Brandon Ingram pick and roll with the Jakob Poeltl there right now. Lively, you can't leave Brandon Ingram like that to get an open floater. Keep the swing going. It's a momentum swing. Spam swing out there in the chat. Swing it. We're swinging. We're swingers. RJ Barrett guarding. Oh, my God. And that's what they have to do. That's what they have to do. RJ Barrett with an absolutely great contest at the rim, and they call a cheap foul. They call a cheap foul like that. They could review that, Darko. They should review that. You did get burned on the back cut, though, so you live with it. But that is not a foul. I've reffed grade 3 basketball. That wouldn't be called in grade 3 boys and girls basketball. They don't even separate the youngsters. Grade 3 boys and girls basketball, that wouldn't be called a foul. But he makes the free throw. What may have been worth a challenge there. That's silly. Silly stuff. Alrighty. We are rocking and rolling. 70-76. And it looks like RJ Barrett with his 4th personal foul, so he is going to be subbed out of this game. Disappointing stuff. 9:37 left in this quarter. Third quarter, 76-71. And P.J. Washington misses, hits the back of the rim, and it goes. All right, Brandon Ingram dribbling up the basketball, 70-61. Or goodness gracious, 76-70. And Ingram with the shifty move. What a shot. Oh, my God. Almost went down. Offensive rebound by Jakob Poeltl. And it was tipped. And it is still Raptors basketball. Okay. Toronto basketball, 76-70. Okay, we are rocking and rolling here. How are we feeling? Folks? How are we feeling? This is a crazy, crazy game here right now. And back cut there by Brandon Ingram. Inbound to Scottie out there in the corner being guarded by Dereck Lively. Cooper Flagg is denying Ochai Agbaji. He's a little too high. Ochai tries to poster Dereck Lively. That's a tough man to throw a poster dunk on top of. But that is what it is. Brandon Ingram guarding P.J. Washington. He's trying to barrel to the rim. You can't get through. Oh, that's offensive basket interference, but it didn't get called. Okay. I got to stop talking about the refs. Lock in, Raptors. And they call an offensive foul on Scottie Barnes. What is going on, folks, here? Think Josh makes another 3? I don't know. Box score, little coop. We'll go through the box score next end of possession. We'll go through the box score there at this point. But we have 275 people in here. If you're liking the commentary, hit that like button. If you want the Raptors to get the energy back, or if you're a Mavs fan and you just like the commentary, hit that like button. Only 94 likes. Let's see if we can get this to 100 likes. All right. Raptors need to lock back in here right now. They need to lock back in. Immanuel Quickley guarding Cooper Flagg out there at the top. And pick and roll with Scottie Barnes guarding Cooper there now at this point. A floater thrown to Anthony Davis, and Cooper Flagg is doing a good job facilitating for this Mavericks team. They run him at point guard, which is an interesting strategy, but Scottie Barnes is aggressive. He is shooting that shot over Dereck Lively, which I don't think is a smart move. Let's not play out of our heads right now. Let's okay. Foul on Jakob Poeltl. Things are getting a little bit crazy. Things are getting a little bit crazy here. A little bit too crazy for my liking. A little too crazy. But that starts with a couple of weird calls out there in this game. But, yeah, the Mavericks are taking advantage. You know, the Raptors have to be able to play with the whistle. We get the whistle sometimes. The Mavericks are getting the whistle right now. And you got to live with it. You got to live with it. The refs doing crazy business right now. Dal, I agree with you. But it is a little bit nuts. Jakob Poeltl getting subbed out of this game. I don't know how many fouls does Jakob Poeltl have right now. And Jakob Poeltl 4 fouls as well. So that's what we're dealing with here. And Cooper Flagg letting it fly from the three-point line, front of the rim, rolls around, and Ingram gets the board. 76 to 74. 2-point lead for the Raptors. Pick and roll right now with Jamal Shead. And Ingram picks up his dribble out there and just passes it right to Anthony Davis. And we have a tie ball game. That's a moment there right now. Darko Rajaković also should be in a position where he calls that timeout when the momentum is going the other direction. Erik Spoelstra is really, really good at that. But Darko's learning. This is his first season of being competitive. But, folks, we are on that mission to get 39,200 subscribers. Make sure if you are part of one of the 294 people, yes, I'm talking to you, and you are enjoying the commentary, you want all of the latest Raptors updates, even if you're not a Raptors fan, but you just want some great updates out there on this Raptors team, hit that subscribe button, as we're delivering it. You want to support the channel. It means the world to me. But 8:06 so far in this game. How are we feeling about this third quarter? W or L third quarter? Let me know. Spam it in the chat. W or L? How are we feeling so far in this quarter? How are we feeling? But Gio, why are you being the messenger for Marcel? Go over to Marcel and tell him we aren't even winning right now. I was about to say who's winning this game. We aren't even winning. I can't even know what to say. Tell Marcel to make more videos. That's what that's what you gotta tell Marcel. And Dwight Powell over Jakob Poeltl. It's silliness. But fouls are killing us. Yak and RJ. Yeah. There's some silly little tic-tac fouls. You know, I don't know what to call them. But Money Mike a Problem really wants Gradey Dick to get put into this game. It is what it is. And we hit 100 likes. Appreciate every single one of you. Appreciate every single one of you tuning in. 23 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. But Dr. Risington, I like your username. Nice assist by Ingram. We are rocking and rolling here now. So, of course, we are in commercial break. So that's why we are yapping with the chat. Commentary will be going. But, Gio, how was the Wizards game? Gio, were you at the Wizards game? Flagg needs to stay under 15 points, bro. How many points does he have? Man, he's at 12. Hopefully the Raptors lock in, just for our sake. Tell Marcel to order us all pizza delivery and charge to him. Hey, that is what it is. He'd do a PayPal request for me. Oh my goodness. My back is sore. I was playing basketball earlier. My back is sore sitting in this chair. I need a standing desk for these streams. Get my steps in while we're reacting to the Toronto Raptors. But WRL chat, let me know. Dr. Mix is saying no. 8:06 of the third. We are getting back in action. We are back from commercial break. They're talking about Walmart out here. Whoo, okay. Yak is terrible. Man, now that is a crazy take there. That is a crazy take. Ryan Nembhard over Jamal Shead. I know we were rumored to get Jamal Shead, or Ryan Nembhard. He's Canadian, so I respect it. I played against his brother out there in Nationals as a youngster, but it's Shed heads unite. Spam Shed for good vibes. But can you announce when Gradey Dick gets in? Money Mike, I will let you know when Gradey Dick is back in this game. Don't you worry. Okay, Solo JK, come on, Coop. Hey, if the Raptors lose, you buy Marcel a pizza. Steven, I will not buy Marcel a pizza. If Marcel makes more videos, I'll buy a pizza. All right. Now, Marcel's been killing it. Tell Marcel I love him. Spreading love. Spam love. Oh, that's goaltending. Is that not goaltending? Oh, my God. Dereck Lively just completely goaltended the basketball. Oh, my God. I do not like the looks of this. Okay, I'm giving commentary. Klay Thompson, pump fake, lets it fly from 3, and misses the 3. Thank goodness he missed that 3, because that would have been a deflating momentum swinger. All right, Immanuel Quickley comes up, transition 3, contested. I don't like that strategy, man. I don't know what the numbers say on all that, but man, that is not what I'm liking to see it. All right, we got to overcome this. A few weird foul calls, a clear goaltending missed, but Mamukel is really guarding Anthony Davis, who airballs a floater, but it goes right in the hands of Dereck Lively. Cooper Flagg driving the lane with good hang time, passes it to Anthony Davis, and the Mavericks have the lead. The Mavericks have the lead. 78-76. Scottie Barnes with the and one. That is what we needed. And one there for Scottie Barnes. 6:54 left in this game. We are fast-paced. 6:54. We are going. I'm seeing some love in the chat. Magnetic knowledge. Not lead. Magnetic, what is happening? Hello, everyone. Good to see you. You taking Jamal Shead or Wemby right now? It's a close one, but I'm taking Jamal Shead. Raptors likely put up 100 more points. Third straight non-preseason game. CMB has yet to put up a point. Yeah, I'm hoping what's it called? CMB gets stuff rolling. But Scottie Barnes, 20 points right now. And he is rocking and rolling. 79-78. Dereck Lively kicks it to Cooper Flagg, being guarded by Brandon Ingram. Scottie Barnes out there in the help spot. But Mamu guarding Lively. Klay Thompson comes around the pick. Mid-range jump shot. That's just a layup for Klay Thompson. 80-79. Scottie Barnes confident from the three-point stripe. And he is on fire right now, folks. He is on fire right now. Scottie Barnes is absolutely cooking. Let's get some hype tunes out here for Scottie. Wow, what a game for Scottie Barnes. Spam Scottie Barnes. Any channel members we have in the chat, spam that Scottie Barnes emoji. Magnetic, thanks for the shout out. Love, Ben. Appreciate you, Magnetic. Love all your videos. I appreciate you in the comment section for them all. We're getting more streams this year going too, so I can give more shout outs to people. But man, Scottie Barnes, he is absolutely electrifying in tonight's game. And Najee Marshall knocks down the free throw. Okay. We are rocking and rolling here. Knocks down the first 81-82. And Scottie Barnes is subbed out. Darko, I don't know if now is the time to sub out Scottie Barnes. I don't know if it's the time. To do it. Super Scottie. Okay. 82-82 tie game. This is a very, very exciting game of basketball right now. Very, very exciting game of basketball here right now. Immanuel Quickley with a nice drive. And one once again. The Raptors are, when they are attacking the rim, when they are going downhill, they have been very, very effective. Great stuff there for the Toronto Raptors. Immanuel Quickley driving the lane with the right. Immanuel Quickley's jump shot's been up and down so far this season, but he's really impressed me with his ability to slash the basket. IQ has impressed me with that ability. Okay, 84-82 out there for this team. 6:05 left in this game. Immanuel Quickley is there at the free throw line. Third quarter, things are going crazy. All right, at the free throw line, knocks it down. We are rocking and rolling. All right, folks, start chanting in your house, wherever you're watching from. Need defense. We need some defense on this possession. It's been too fast, too high-scoring affair. Colin Murray-Boyles is right in the grill of Cooper Flagg. He says, this is my rookie matchup, and I'm staying in front. Wow, that is great defense once again, but Cooper Flagg, holy smokes, what body control. Gotta respect it. If he's able to do it, then that is what it is. Immanuel Quickley gets a paint touch. He's dribbling up the court, spinning around like Steve Nash. Colin Murray-Boyles with the floater, and he is just a little bit off here tonight. 0 for 3 from the field. Running pick and roll. That is not a foul. What are we doing? Kicks out to Cooper Flagg, and he hits the front of the rim. The rookies are a little bit nervous with their shooting. Immanuel Quickley dribbling up the basketball. Najee Marshall guarding him. Brandon Ingram out there in the low post. Max Christie guard him. Gets doubled. You got to knock that down, IQ. Front of the rim once again. The front of the rim for both teams is putting in a hard night's work. Alrighty. 84-85. Let me get this right. And oh my God. Okay, 86-85. We are rocking and rolling here. Raptors ball. Immanuel Quickley dribbling up the basketball. And guarded by D'Lo. Trying to run a little curl action, but doesn't work. Immanuel Quickley gets the basketball back. And Najee Marshall is out there reaching. He is reaching. Brandon Ingram guarded by D'Lo. That should be a bucket. That should be a bucket. Oh, that's front of the rim. Good shot, though, by Brandon Ingram. I don't mind that shot selection. But a good pass out there by Flagg, man. Cooper Flagg has impressed me. Even though, there's different stuff, but he has impressed me. See, this is time for a timeout. This is Darko. This is time for a timeout. This is time for a timeout. But Immanuel Quickley, your top guys, you gotta put an end to these runs. IQ kicks it out to Ochai Agbaji. Knock down this three-point shot. Mamu hustling. Doesn't get the boards. They're throwing up a full-court pass. Goes to Christie out there at the fast break. A layup. And Cooper Flagg going in for the dunk. I would have called the timeout earlier, but they called it now. Alrighty. 3:56 left in this game. The Dallas Mavericks are on a run. 3:56. Okay, how are we feeling, folks? This is getting crazy. This is getting absolutely just bananas. This game is just bananas. Marcel said the Mavericks win. You have to order him some Whataburger. No. Tell him hard no. Tell him hard no. Scottie Barnes, 23 points at half. That's what's happening. Ochai needs to make that rip. Yeah, that's a momentum swinging shot. Ochai hits that, it's a tie game. Instead, they come back, they get a dunk. Like, you can't. That's the difference. You got to knock down your shots. That's the only way to do it. No flag score, John. That's tough. Can't be betting unders on people. They usually bite you in the butt. But the offense has disappeared again. We subbed out Scottie Barnes. And again, the thing about the offense as well, like Scottie Barnes hoisting up dribble pull at three should not be our offense. It should be paint touches and passes. I think we're doing a good job getting paint touches right now, but we are struggling with facilitation. But folks, right now, hit a like on this stream. 106 likes so far. We got 289 people in here. Hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed just yet, our goal, our mission, our quest is to hit 39,200 subscribers. If we can do it, it'd mean the world to me. If we could get that 39,200 subscribers. We are marching towards that 40,000 subscriber goal. So if we can hit that, that would be huge for tonight. But CMB getting too many minutes. I mean, I think he's been playing a decent amount. We don't have that much depth out there at the front court with all the foul trouble that's been going on, and that's been knocking this team. I know people are bagging on Jakob Poeltl right now. He's been injured in preseason and stuff, but this team is a lot better with a healthy Jakob Poeltl, with him out there on the basketball court, and he has been plagued by foul trouble a ton to start off this season. So when you're playing that aggressive basketball, it is something you have to deal with, but the Raptors have to figure it out, and CMB, unfortunately, is going to, well, not unfortunately, I like that he's getting some run, but, he's going to be forced to have to play a ton of minutes if we're rocking and rolling there at that point. Okay. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, folks. Spam believe out here in this chat. The Mavericks are playing a good game. So let's not disrespect what they have going on. But spam believe if you believe in this Toronto Raptors team, because this is going crazy. John, I love it. Raptors will win the East. Hans is saying I'm sick of IQ. I mean, let's give this team time to breathe. Let's believe in this group. We are getting back from commercial break. Things are rocking and rolling here. Darko needs to play Gradey more, like 6 minutes. What are we doing? Yeah, no Gradey Dick much tonight, and no Jacoby Walter. When the offense is stagnant a little bit, I wouldn't mind trying out Jacoby Walter. I wouldn't mind it. He gives it a little bit of extra stuff on defense as well. As Summerlow just said, Jacoby Walter gives a little bit extra out there in that area. But what's going on with the Raptors? They need to wake up on defense. Yeah, the defense has been tough, and that's foul trouble is killing it and all that. Christie, Raptors and Mavs. Let's go, Raptors. So Cooper going to put a 40 ball. Mavericks win. Nah. All right. And Jamal Shead just gives it to the Dallas Mavericks. We are back in action. Gradey Dick guarding Najee Marshall out there top, and that is some pylon defense there for Gradey Dick. 7-point lead. 7-point lead for the Dallas Mavericks. This is a big possession. Big possession here. Scottie Barnes with the basketball, being guarded by Dereck Lively. Probably most important possession of the game, in my opinion. Most important possession of the game. Get the momentum going. Scottie Barnes misses the left-handed layup. Okay, Cooper Flagg out there in transition. Absolutely just posterized Immanuel. As I was saying earlier, the momentum swings. It has swung in a big way in the direction of the Dallas Mavericks. You don't like this. You don't like this. You don't like this. Man, that was a phenomenal dunk there from Cooper Flagg. Sickening that the Mavericks got him. Not because I don't like that organization, but, well, I don't like what Nico Harrison did. And the fact that they got the first pick is sickening. It should have been the Raptors. But I believe in Colin Murray Boyles. I believe in it. Colin Murray Boyles. We're giving first win of Mavericks. No, we won't. We won't. Folks, basketball is a game of runs. You got to take them where you get them. 3:11 left in the third. So much basketball left to be played. Don't worry about this too much. It's 94-85 for the Dallas Mavericks. As soon as I bet on the Raptors, they start to go behind. Jonathan, that is what it is. Too easy, lazy defense, lazy offense. Yeah. And Flagg makes that shot. Okay. So last possession. Big possession here. Big possession here. Big possession here. Jamison Battle's in this game. Immediately goes in, takes the floater. And I like that aggression. All right. Jakob Poeltl with the putback. We are rocking and rolling. 87-95. That's a good thing. Good thing about basketball. You can go on a run. You can go on a run. All right. Let's get some defense out here. Scottie Barnes guarding Anthony Davis out there at the top, around the left wing. Jamal Shead guarding D'Angelo Russell. Jakob Poeltl onto Cooper Flagg. They were passing the ball here. Staying in one area, but moving the ball a lot. Close out by Jakob Poeltl. Good board by Gradey Dick. Good board by Gradey Dick. You need him to get those rebounds. Pass to Scottie Barnes. Look at Gradey. Okay, good pass fake. Good drive. Good board by Gradey Dick. He is hustling out there right now. He is hustling for the basketball. Scottie Barnes out there swings it to Jamal Shead. Shed heads. The shed heads. Oh, that would have been nice. Give it to Gradey. Give it. Look, Jamison Battle out there at the top. Jakob Poeltl out there in the mid-post area. High-low pass to Scottie Barnes with the left. He's missed that a couple times, but it is fine. He gets to his spot, and the basket. Let's go. Okay. Now, Jason Kidd, see, you get a momentum swing, you call timeout. That's what Jason Kidd just did. Darko Rajaković needs to do a little bit of a better job of doing that for the Toronto Raptors, right? When there's stuff that's going, it is what it is. Steven, can you describe how Flagg took flight? I can't. It breaks my heart too much. But the Raptors are back. The Raptors are back. The Raptors are back. All right. Darko ain't it, man. Dr. Risington says, I like Darko. He does a lot of things well, but again, there's things that are different about a team that's competitive versus a team that is tanking. There's different things you have to do. He's had to do all the stuff for the tanking team. He's done it very well. But now he has to get the stuff right for the squad. Okay. So Marcel has some fighting words. Scottie Barnes lead offense equals loss. Well, we'll see. We'll see how much talking he does when the Raptors come back. We'll see how much talking he does when the Raptors come back. Who's all in the games for the Raptors? It's timeout now. Timeout now. So that's why we're rocking and rolling here. We're yapping, we're chatting, we're doing all this stuff. We're also 20 subscribers away from our goal. So again, if you're one of the 240 people in here and you have not hit the subscribe button just yet, and you want to stay up to date with everything going on with the Toronto Raptors, hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. But and Dal L saying I'm just traumatized from the past 3 seasons. But L, you're right, David. Gotta believe in this group. Money make a problem. No. Okay. Marcel's a traitor. Marcel has a Raptors Digest tattoo, and he covers the Mavericks. Sickening. Is there a chance Scottie breaks his career high? I don't know. We'll see. All right. We'll see what happens. But folks, this game is getting crazy. If you can get this thing tied going to the 4th, that would make me happy. Cooper Flagg subbing out now. You're running the Mavericks bench unit. Let's go on a run. All right. Defense, folks. Start chanting it. Start chanting it in the chat. Defense. Need some defense. And the drive, open lane. But we're recovering decent. Floater for Max Christie. Good. You got to get that rebound. Okay. Jakob Poeltl. Close out there for Jamal Shead. And a 3. And a 3 there for the Mavericks. That's why you call timeout when there's momentum swings. All right. 89-98. Get this thing tied. Let's go. All right, we're rolling. Jakob Poeltl out there around the 3-point line, not being guarded by Anthony Davis. Scottie Barnes there, shoots the midi, lets it fly, and it goes down. We're going to need Scottie to continue this game that he is having. 91-98 there for the Dallas Mavericks. This is a very winnable game. Lots of basketball left. Let's see if we can get it tied, or at least cut to 5 going into the 4th quarter. D'Lo shoots the midi and lets it fly, and it goes down. Defense needs to pick up. Defense needs to pick up. All right, Jamal Shead driving the lane. Passes to Jakob Poeltl. Gets blocked by Anthony Davis. Back cut there by Gradey Dick. Not pass to. Kick to Scottie Barnes out wide. Pick and roll-ish with Gradey Dick. Jamal Shead driving, slashing. Pass back to Scottie, who's driving the lane and misses the lay. It was a tough lay, but he misses the layup. Okay. Najee Marshall here. Don't hit this three, Max Christie. He didn't miss it. He missed it. Okay, good. Whoo! My nerves are shot. Gradey Dick dribbling up the basketball. Passes it to Scottie Barnes, who's being guarded by D'Angelo Russell. Kicks it to the corner and just passes it right to Najee Marshall. What are we doing? 20 seconds left in this quarter. 91-100. All right. 91-100, folks. Jamal Shead passes it. It's past the lane. I don't even know who's out there on the court right now for the Mavericks, but 102-91. 90. And one for Najee Marshall driving the lane. 10 seconds left in the quarter. 10 seconds left in the quarter. You hate to see it. There is some sad music going out here right now for this Mavericks run. There is some sad, somber music for this Mavericks run. This is not what we're looking at. Kangaroo Kid, Barnes is not a main guy. He honestly not that guy. Guys, Scottie Barnes is not the reason we're losing this game. Scottie Barnes has 27, 8, and 5. Scottie's been good. Scottie's been good. But we're worse off without him. Yep. We need to build up that center position. That is something that is needed for this Raptors team. But Najee Marshall's out there shooting his free throw. He makes the free throw. Raptors down by 12. Raptors down by 12. Raptors down by 12. 12-point deficit. Immanuel Quickley dribbling the basketball. Fouled by Max Christie. And I'm assuming it won't be a shooting foul. Okay. This is not what we're liking. This is not what we're liking, folks. This is not what we're liking. This is not what we like to see. Whew, okay. Okay. Subscribe to the channel if you want some deep insights in terms of what's going on in this game. Nice pass. Nice pass. Jakob Poeltl fouled on the lay. Wish he wasn't fouled, so let me get the easy layup. 2 free throws for Jakob Poeltl. I'll stop the sad music. I'll stop the sad music. Is sad music supposed to make me happy, Steven? Yes, it'll make the Mavericks fans happy. The sad music will make the Mavericks fans happy. But 1 second left in the third quarter. Jakob Poeltl at the line. Free throws. Shooting the first one right now. Whoo, that wasn't just the front of the rim. That was the outside of the front of the rim. That's not what we like to see. Baymax Marshall outperforming Scottie. You can't blame this loss on Scottie Barnes so far. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. I believe in this team. But you can't blame. Scottie Barnes has done everything. And 2 missed. And offensive board there for Scottie. Lets it fly. Blocked. Okay. Whoo. Okay, folks. Okay. Okay. How are we feeling? People saying Colin Murray Boyles is a bust. Guys, he's played like 15 minutes in the NBA. You can't say that. 103-91. Going into the fourth. How are we feeling, folks? How are we feeling? Need I remind everyone, the Raptors had one of the most generational comebacks against the Dallas Mavericks just a few years ago. So, the Raptors have a big opportunity here to replicate that magic and get on another run, another cooking session, and beat the Dallas Mavericks in fascinating fashion. Rick Papa saying it, lots of time. Who is disappointing you most out there in the chat right now? Let me know. Let me know who's disappointing you most out there in the chat right now. Besides Marcel, as he switched sides and is a Mavericks fan. While you guys spam that, I'll do my plug again. 19 subscribers away from our goal of 39,200 subscribers. Can we get that? Can we get it? Are you paid by YouTube to support losing teams? Just wondering. I mean, no. I wish. Someone pays me to do that. I'd take my money. But I've been supporting a losing team for 2.5 years. I mean, I'm paid by myself. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Marcel said Najee Marshall over RJ Barrett. Now that is just sickening. But IQ and Jakob, Darko, Yak. Lots of Yak hate thrown out there right now. Darko calling timeouts. Raptor champs. Yes, he needs to be more timely with these momentum timeouts.
That's something that's crucial. It's an underrated skill in coaching. It's an underrated skill. Knowing when to call timeout. Jason Kidd has impressed me with his ability to do that. Drake is a disappointment. Don't be disrespecting Drake like that. Okay. Woo! My spine hurts, folks. My spine hurts. But, Scottie Barnes is 27, 9, and 5. Like we can't hate on this guy too much. Darko changing lineups every 3 minutes. Taking out Scottie Barnes when he was rolling there for a stretch was a bold strategy. Said Jakob Poeltl couldn't hit the Rogers Center from the top of the CN Tower. That's not what we like to see. Tell Marcel the Mavericks can't close a game. They can't close. All right. Let's lock in. Let's get hyped. Let's go. Let's get hyped. Raptors of the basketball. Immanuel Quickley swings it to Brandon Ingram. Pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl out there at the top. He's in that mid-range area, that mid-post area. A little handoff there with Ujiri, who fumbles the dribble. 5 seconds left out there with the shot clock. Immanuel Quickley's gonna have to hoist up a Kobe-looking fadeaway, and it hits the side of the backboard. Alrighty, folks. Alrighty. That's not what we like to see. He's forced to his guys all in foul trouble. Yeah, it's tough. All right. Keep that energy high. Ujiri, big stop here. I'm getting the defense chance going. We need it. Down 12. Brandon Ingram guarding Anthony Davis. I'm not sure I love that. Open. Oh, nope. D'Lo surprisingly doesn't take it. Passes. Klay Thompson throws into traffic. Somehow scooped up by the Mavs. And Anthony Davis just hits a post hook. I'm sickened to my stomach. Bruh, what are we doing? Ingram turns over the basketball. All right. PJ Washington out there on the wing. D'Angelo Russell being guarded by Immanuel Quickley here right now. 91 to 105. We are rolling. And Anthony Davis is just putting on a workshop on how to cook. And pass fake. Immanuel Quickley drives the lane with the floater. There we go. Okay. We're back. 93 to 107. It's time, folks. It's time. We got to stop here. Things will be looking good. 10:22 left in the fourth quarter. 10:20. All right. RJ Barrett's back in the game. We're going to be fine. Jakob Poeltl guarding Anthony Davis. Step back for Anthony Davis. And, oh, my God. What an absolutely sickening call. What a sickening call there. Fouled out there on the three-point line. That is not what we like to see. 10:08 left in this game. 10:08 left in this quarter, in this game. In the fourth. That is not. What is that? Okay, it was a 2 at least. He landed underneath him. I guess it was a foul. Yeah, Jakob Poeltl went from like our most important player to a guy that is just struggling here tonight. Cooper Flagg is not in, Binhaven. He is not in the game. Cooper Flagg is not in the game. Anthony Davis is in, though, and he is at the free throw line. Anthony Davis shoots the first free throw and hits the back of the rim. All right. Alrighty, folks. Alrighty. Misses the first free throw. Marcel said Ben Rogers would never say that. What would I never say? Let me know. All right. Anthony Davis at the free throw line once again. He's letting it fly. From the free throw stripe. Front of the rim. Immanuel Quickley with the board. He's dribbling up the court. He's dribbling in traffic, but gets the lane, gets a drive, and it's blocked. Mavericks dribbling back the game. D'Angelo Russell's the ball at the top, around the logo area. And Klay Thompson, pump fake, quickly goes flying by. Our defense is as thin as a piece of paper, and they miss an open layup. Thank goodness. This could be the momentum swing we need. RJ Barrett's driving the lane, and he misses a layup. Anthony Davis gets an open dunk. Anthony Davis gets an open dunk. 9:26 left to go. 93-109. Folks, can you call 80 rebounds? I'll let you know. I'll try my best. I'll try my best, Royal Ranch Genetics. Only if you subscribe. I'll do it only if you subscribe. That the Mavericks can't close the game. I mean, I may have been wrong. I may have been wrong, Steven. I may have been wrong. A comeback would be miraculous for this team. Dallas would be a big, big moment. Big moment. Raps down by 16. Yuck. Yuck indeed, David W. Yuck indeed. Jacob 24/7 is saying it's over. It's not over just yet. Maybe you should do some karaoke. I only do that for wins. But I am gonna play some sad songs. I'm gonna play some somber music. We are here together this season, folks. We are here together as a family, as a community to react to these games. And it is messy. It's gonna be an up and down year. We have a young team. Can you call Emmanuel throws and assists? I just subscribed. Sean Lowe, appreciate you. Appreciate you subscribing. Running the floor, missing everything. What kind of defense is this? We don't know how to box out. It's bad. The defense is not what is not ideal right now. The defense is not ideal. Steven, I know you love the music, man. It's Steven, eh? Not Stefan. I want to make sure I'm getting your name right. The King Koopa. Gone Platinum Garage. 15 run incoming, I believe, Elliot. Saints need AD 4 more rebounds. Man, you guys are going crazy out there with these bets, man. I think Anthony Davis will get more than 8 defensive rebounds. Kane D, I don't know. I don't know if the Raptors are going to miss another shot. That's the thing. I think the Raptors are going to hit all their shots, so it's going to be good. Poeltl looked worse than a high school player in every minute he's been on the floor this year. We have a major big problem. Yeah, we have a major big problem regardless. Like, even Jakob Poeltl's playing good. We have a lack of depth. Man, is this like a hype song? I view the list as like sad. It feels like motivational. Maybe it's a sign. That's a sign. The tunes are telling me to wake up. That's the basketball gods. That's the streaming gods coming down and yelling, "Hey, the Raptors are going to come back in this game." The basketball gods, the basketball Illuminati, they are telling me right now, the Raptors are going to come back in this game. The music kind of went back to being sad, so maybe they lied. But I'm choosing to believe. Let's get exciting in here. Let's get exciting. RJ Barrett with the basketball. Pick and roll with Scottie Barnes. You got to score here. Nice pass. And the dunk by Scottie. All right. Scottie, make it happen. 12-point game. 12-point game. We're rocking and rolling here. IQ guarding D'Angelo Russell out there at the top. Good defense by IQ. We got the starters in. IQ guarding D'Lo. 9 minutes left in this game. Brandon Ingram taking a shot to the chest. Good help side by Scottie Barnes. Good D. Let's go. Immanuel Quickley really dribbling up the basketball. Swings it to RJ in the corner. Lets it fly. Is that not goaltending? Or is that really short? Maybe. I don't know. 95-109. Okay. We're going. Scottie Barnes guarding D'Angelo Russell. BI guarding Anthony Davis out there on the wing. The double happening. Good defense. Let's go. RJ slashing. You got to score on Klay Thompson here. We've missed a few open layups, guys. But it's fine. Do you think... No spamming stuff. All right. Spam some flame emojis out there. Spam some flame emojis. We need to start getting rocking. Alrighty. Immanuel Quickley out there, corner 3. Oh, I got to knock that down. Those are the shots you got to knock down. But energy is still high. We're playing good basketball here right now. Raptors are 2 of 8 from the field so far in this quarter. All right, let's lock in. And you just give up an open layup to D'Angelo Russell. You can't do that. All right, I still believe. We need the energy. Pass to Scottie Barnes out there in the lane. Being guarded by Cooper Flagg with the reach-it foul. Okay. Okay, we're going. It's only 16 points. That's so bad. It's only 16 points. What are we dealing with here? 8 minutes left in this game. 8 minutes. We are rocking and rolling. Do you think Brandon Ingram will score another basket? I hope so. Leandre. All right, RJ Barrett with the layup. Let's go. All right, 97 to 111. 97 to 111. We're going. 7:50 left in the quarter. We are rocking and rolling. Sandro Mamukelashvili is guarding PJ Washington. And RJ guarding Najee Marshall. Oh, good defense by Scottie Barnes. We are pushing. We are pushing. Give it to IQ out there in the lane. Sandro's out there, but Brandon Ingram out there on the wing knocks down the three-point shot. We are back. Folks, this is one thing I want to say. Like, Jason Kidd knows when to call a timeout. Say what you want about him as a coach. He knows when to call a timeout. Underrated skill of a coach in any league. Knowing when to call time. But, folks, we are getting back on that run. It's only 11 points. There's 7:29 left in this game, and it's only an 11-point deficit. This would be a really impressive comeback. All right? Marcel said he will order you some cheese with that violin music if you like. I mean, if he's willing to order me a pizza, I'll take it. I will take it. What do y'all think? I believe in this group. RJ's definitely getting 15 points. What are we talking about here? I go for Raptors no matter what. I'm against Dallas. Let's go. Yes, I bitter like that. Never see. As long as you're rooting for the Raps, we love it. Folks, we are also 15 subscribers away from our subscriber goal of 39,200. Can we get there on this stream? That would be huge. Folks. That would be huge. But 7:29 left. I mean, if you want good luck, for your team that you are rooting for, hit that subscribe button here. Chip away, boys. One play at a time. That's what we need. The defenses look better. So Davis ain't go get this one rebound. If they come back, I'm going outside naked. Camilla Lightborn. I mean, let it streak. Streak if the Raptors win. Baby. Camilla's going to be streaking. Only 3 games, so if we win, lose this one, we got plenty more games to win more. Sneaky for sure. But I believe in this team and winning. I believe we can win this game. I believe it can happen. I believe in this squad. I believe in this team. I believe in this group. Let's get there. Hit that subscribe button if you want the Toronto Raptors to win. Means the world to me. We play the Spurs next. Uh-oh. Yeah, Richard, the Spurs are a very good team. I'm going to keep it real. The NBA is loaded with talent. There aren't many bad teams left in the NBA. There are not many bad teams left in the NBA. That's why you got to win these games. You got to win them all. I need them to win. Camilla, we need you to streak so they win, or opposite. Win so that you streak. Just need my parlays to hit. Young Sway. We need the Raptors. My parlay is Raptors win. I don't actually sports bet, but I'm rooting for my Toronto Raptors to win the game. Texas team's going to sweep the Raptors? I mean, the Dodgers ain't from Texas. Oh, all the Texas teams, like the Spurs and the Rockets. No, we'll get at least one win. I know it. I believe. East is not good. Detroit is a good team. We're rocking. Okay, this game is back. That felt like a long commercial break. Jason Kidd called for an extra long timeout, so they go. All right, let's get the defense going. Defense time. All right, corner 3 for Max Christie. Good. We missed it. All right, we're rolling. Our ball. 11-point game. Brandon Ingram going up the court. He is not stopped. He goes right to the basket. 102 to 111. 102 to 111. We're getting the defense chance back. Spam defense out there in the chat, folks. Spam it. Cooper Flagg for 3 after sitting down for a while, and that is not what we want to see. But it is not. That isn't a death blow. And a foul. Okay, Scottie Barnes out there throwing. All right. We're rocking and rolling here. Raptors, don't stare at the net. Focus on your surroundings. Go get your score up. Let's go. Diana, couldn't agree more. Let's go. Let's go, folks. How many boards AD got? I need to... Oh, my God. How many of you guys have an Anthony Davis parlay right now? If you want your parlays to hit that subscribe button. If you don't subscribe, your parlays won't hit. Let's go. That's not a dagger. I said it. I knew what he was going to say. All right. 350 people in here. 14 subscribers away from our goal. 39,200. Will we hit it? Who knows? Zay Roddy is saying, go Mavs, go. No way, Jose. Roddy. Jose Roddy. Anthony Davis getting subbed out. You have an opportunity to go on a run here. Raptors knock down, Scottie Barnes knocks down the free throw. Cut it to 10. 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 There we go. 104. 104. For the people looking for the parlays, Anthony Davis subbed out of their game. So I'll give you the updates. I'll give you all the updates here. But most importantly, we are rooting for a Raptors win. Raptors win. All right. Scottie Barnes guarding Dereck Lively out there at the top of the three-point line. And Brandon Ingram, a little back cut there. PJ Washington, and a foul is called, and one. Not the ideal possession. Not the ideal possession there. Not the ideal possession there. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. RJ, get some assists, please. Oh, my God. If the Raptors come back, I have 6 parlays with them on it. Oh, my God, Camille. What are you doing? I never realized this betting behavior out here. There's lots of parlays going on. Oh, my goodness gracious. If you want them to hit the subscribe button. It's bad luck if you don't subscribe. 104 to 117. All right. We are rocking. Bucket here. Most important possession out there of this game. Most important possession out there of this game. And it's an offensive foul. And it's an offensive foul. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Pelicans fleece the Raptors. I mean, like, giving up Kelly Olynyk and Bruce Brown, it's like, you know, whatever. We could have got nothing. But how to see channel game on Dallas Raptors? Watch it here. We recovered the game. D'Angelo Russell driving the lane with a midi pull-up, front of the rim, going. RJ Barrett coming back. Okay, 6 minutes left in this one. 6 minutes left. Pass to Scottie Barnes, being guarded by Max Christie. You got to score here. Got to score here. Nice pass. Sandro out there in the lane. And one. Okay. Okay. And one. And one. 5:52 left in this game. 5:52. 106 to 117. Too unpredictable. I mean, if there's a team to bet on, it's the Toronto Raptors. It'll make your life more interesting. I'm not advocating sports betting, but you folks have already bet. Why are we subbing out Scottie Barnes? This is the most crucial time of the game. Don't sub out Scottie Barnes right now. Okay, 107-117. Will the Raptors be able to get it going without Scottie? Woo! Okay. Okay. We're going. We're going. Brandon Ingram guarding Najee Marshall. There's a Spain pick and roll being run. Brandon Ingram back out there on PJ Washington. Doesn't take that left-handed driving lane. Tries to push off on Brandon Ingram. And how is that a foul on Ingram? If PJ Washington throws his full weight into Brandon Ingram's chest, square in his chest, how is that a foul? I don't know. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. We're also 3 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. 39,200. If we can get there, that would mean the absolute world to me. Appreciate the 318 people that are choosing to watch this game out here on Raptors Digest. It means the world to you. It means the world. 107 to 119. Subbing out Immanuel, which is a bold strategy given the fact he's been arguably our best player besides Scottie Barnes tonight. Probably not arguably. He's been that. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. PJ Washington knocks down the free throw. All right. Immanuel Quickley driving the lane. Jakob Poeltl completely open. No one's even guarding him. RJ Barrett with the floater. Tough shot out there in the paint. Let's fly. 5:17 left in this game. 109 to 120. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kyrie is not playing this game. He is out with the torn Achilles or ACL. I forget which one. But D'Angelo Russell driving in. Jakob Poeltl unable to get that stop. RJ Barrett guarding Max Christie out there in the corner. Poeltl guarding Dereck Lively. Pick and roll out there. D'Angelo Russell with the layup. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, folks. 109 to 122. 450. Kickball. All right. This is going crazy. Anthony Davis is not in the game so far, just so people are aware. Just so people are aware. I see a lot of people looking for AD. Woo! Okay. The league going to give us some calls because of the Luka trade. Yep. Adam Silver's calling that. I don't know. If you're enjoying what's oh my God. Kyrie the tourney still better than IQ. IQ's making some nice plays. But we need more. Scottie Barnes drives the lane. There we go. Scottie. 111 to 122, but the time is running out. You have 4:36 left in this game. 4:36 left in this game. All right. Anthony Davis is back in the game, folks, just so people are aware. D'Angelo Russell being guarded by RJ Barrett at the top. Pick and roll coming, and he takes another lay. Misses. Scottie Barnes dribbling the ball up the court. We are running. Brandon Ingram dribbling the basketball, being guarded by D'Angelo Russell. Pass it to Scottie. Yak, you got to catch that. That's an open layup if you are ready for that pass. A beautiful pass by Scottie Barnes. Jakob Poeltl doesn't catch it. Okay. And then they call a foul. There's a rebound for Anthony Davis right there, I think. Just so people are aware. Okay. Congrats, little crooked. Congrats, little crooked. Oh, my God. That's why I said your parlay's hit if you subscribe. Your parlay's hit if you subscribe. One subscriber away from our subscriber goal. 360 people out there in the chat. Oh my God. Who are you rooting for out there in the chat right now? Spam it down below. Who are you rooting for? It feels like there's more Mavericks fans out there in there right now. Anthony Davis currently has 10 rebounds. He has 10 rebounds. Jakob Poeltl's butterfingers. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Jakob Poeltl slander in Raptors land, I know. Yeah, and Anthony Davis makes the free throw. Good stuff there. Good stuff there for AD. It's tough. But we hit 39,204 subscribers. Appreciate you folks hitting that subscribe button. Hit our goal. Appreciate every single one of you. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are appreciating the content, all the updates that we're delivering out here on the Raptors Digest. And AD misses the free throw. So still 123 to 111. If you're going to score, you got to do it now. No sad music just yet. Big possession here for the Raptors. If you're going to win this game, you got to score on this possession. Very, very important possession. Brandon Ingram pick and roll with RJ Barrett. He drives the lane, gets to the rim, and there we go. That's a bucket. 10 points in the modern NBA. This is doable. All right. Defensive possession here right now. Immanuel Quickley guarding D'Angelo Russell out there at the top. Okay, we are rocking and rolling. Immanuel Quickley guarding D'Angelo Russell. Pick and roll with Najee Marshall. Little switch with Brandon Ingram. They kick it to the corner. Max Christie. And they kick it again. They quick it again. They are passing the ball very well. D'Angelo Russell makes the three-point shot. He didn't do his ice in his vein celebration. Okay. You need it here. 3-12, 13 points. You need it here. All right, Scottie Barnes tries to pass to Jakob Poeltl. He is not even looking at the basketball. Okay. Whoo! This is nuts. But BI is injured. Is he? Please tell me no. Oh, BI is injured too. Good knee in his quad. Hopefully it's a bruise. Hopefully it's just like a minor bruise. And Scottie Barnes fell too. Oh my God. Okay, but everyone seems fine. No one's subbing out of the game. There was a foul. Max Christie is out there at the free throw line. 127 to 113. And they are calling timeout. 127 to 113. Okay. That's what's happening here. 39,000 subscribers. Appreciate every single one of you. Can we get to 210? Am I getting greedy out here in the chat if we can get to 210? Am I getting greedy? He was grabbing his thigh. Yeah, it looked like a knee, a knee to the quad. So hopefully that is not something serious, because that would not be good for the Toronto Raptors if that is something serious. But do you think the Lakers going to win? Who are the Lakers playing tonight? Luka Doncic is out, so I'm going to say no. I don't even care who they're playing against. But how many minutes are left? Thank you for keeping me honest. 3:03 left. 3:03 left in this game. It is currently on timeout. The game is on timeout, so that's why we are not commentating it. But it'll be gone. How many minutes left? We're going. Some 3-point production would be nice. Very true. Do you think the Lakers are going to win? We'll see. AD is... I'll let you know. I'll let you know if AD is still in this game. I'll let you know. If you guys ever have any parlays on the Raptors, we'll give you the updates. Colin Murray-Boyles is in the game. Anthony Davis is on the court. 3:03 left. 113 to 127. And the Raptors have thrown in their bench. They have thrown in the towel. So if you have those AD parlays, he better get one soon. He better get one soon. Lane wants a bucket for Clay. Is there anyone still watching this game without a parlay? Has Clay scored yet? He has scored, Christian. He has scored. He scored a couple threes. 20 minutes, 10 points. And a technical foul called. And Anthony Davis is coming out of the game. Anthony Davis is coming out of the game. It looks like. Maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. 3:01 left in this game. Anthony Davis is yapping with the referee. He's having a little fight. Okay, no, he's not. Anthony Davis is still in this game. Anthony Davis is still in this game. Jason Kidd is there yapping. Gradey Dick with the free throw. There's a lot of confusion out there on the basketball court. No one knows what is happening. No one knows what is happening. Baymax saying, gonna hate watch the Raptors. That is what it is. All right. Gradey Dick at least makes that free throw. 114 to 128. All right, Anthony Davis is still in this game. Raptors ball. 3:01 left in this game. Okay, we are rocking and rolling here. We are rocking and rolling. Jamal Shead dribbling up the basketball. Marcel, this is how he wants thin crust with extra pepperoni. The sad music is on. The sad music is on. Jamal Shead has the basketball. Gradey Dick with the curl cut. Running a pick and roll right now with CMB. Can CMB get his first score? That's we'll see. Gradey Dick letting it fly. Foul by D'Angelo Russell. For the parlayers, Anthony Davis keeps looking at the bench. Just for my parlayers, because I feel like they're more invested in this game than Raptors fans are. Raptors fans are here for the hate watch, the sadness. Down by 14 with 2:45 left. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. If it does happen, it would be very, very exciting. Need AD to get a personal foul? Can you bet on a personal foul? Can you do that? Is that a thing? Gradey misses the free throw. And D'Angelo Russell gets the rebound. Not Anthony Davis. And Colin Murray-Boyles is hobbling around. Anthony Davis has the basketball. Kicks it out to P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington with the corner three. Assist from Anthony Davis. It is 131 to 115. Colin Murray-Boyles lets it fly from the three-point line, and that is off the side of the backboard. Rebound from Max Christie. Anthony Davis is straight walking around here right now. He's still not over half. They call timeout. RJ's not getting 3 more assists. He's out of this game. AD is also subbed out. AD is also subbed out. Yeah, most folks, unless you got the Jonte Porter-esque parlays right now where you're rooting for super bench guys, the bench is coming in. That's my theory, Ben. When a team does not have a generational player and not a free agent destination, you have to tank to the bottom. Fix my clock. I will fix the clock. I'll fix the clock. Alrighty, folks. Alrighty. How are we feeling? So this is looking like it's going to be a loss to the Toronto Raptors. It's looking like it's going to be a loss to the Toronto Raptors. Marcel said if CMB hits the backboard, they should give him 30 points because he's in the backboard is hard for him. I have to eat it. I talk smack. I believe in the Raptors team. Top 6 seed still. I still believe. We'll have a better record than the Mavericks this year. Tell Marcel the Raptors will have a better record than the Mavericks this year. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left, folks. 2 minutes left. Tell Marcel we're going to have a better record than the Mavericks this year. But 2 minutes left. 80's out. 80's out. Appreciate you, Ace and lads. Appreciate all you folks tuning in. Whether you're a Raptors fan, a Parlay fan, a Mavericks fan, whatever the heck it is, we appreciate you joining the chat. We appreciate you. Gasper, Clay is not in the game. Clay is not in the game. Jonathan Mobo is out here guarding Dwight Powell. And there was a foul called. If you have those Dwight Powell parlays, you are in for a treat. He is in the game. All right. Tough day. We should have won this. Agreed. Jamal Shead dribbling up the court. Being guarded by Nembhard. Pick and roll with Jonathan Mobo. Jameson battle with the cut. Gradey Dick. Down screen. Come in the middle of the lane. Shoots the midi. And he is cold. And Jameson battle the rebound though. Lets it fly. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. 1:45 left in this game. Another three. Another three. Another three. And another turnover for the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. Okay. 10-point game. 1:42 left. Ten-point game. 121 to 131. Don't tease me. Are the Raptors going to be back on their fake comebacks? Jamal Shead dribbling the basketball, guarded by Nembhard. Kicks it out to James Sabal out there in the corner. Kicks it to Jamal Shead. Pick and pop, pick and roll-ish kind of thing. Jamal Shead drives in. Oh, and almost ammo, but he is fouled. He is fouled. Okay, folks. Okay. Okay. Anthony Davis might be having to come back in. If they come back in this game, that would be electric. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jamal Shead, first free throw, in and out. Okay. We're playing the Shed head. We're playing the Shed head animation for him to make this free throw. Shed head animation to make this free throw. Okay. Shed head animation. All right, Shed makes a second free throw. Defense time. Defense time. Defense time. 9-point game. 122 to 131. 122 to 131. Foul on Abaji. They're in the bonus. Okay. All right. All right. IQ doesn't need to take a shower after this game. It's crazy. Folks, if you want the Raptors to come back, if you want Anthony Davis to get back in this game, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Jaden Hardy's at the free throw line. And they knocked down the first one. Okay. Sterling Phillips is saying, just wanted to stop by and say IQ is a waste of money on the weak link. Shed should be a starter, that's all. Sterling, there's going to be a lot of people with takes like you. I'm not an IQ hater, but he is expensive. He is expensive. All right. If you're going to do it, a big three, we can't be running actions and stuff. You got to score. Jamal Shead right to the lane. There we go. Shed heads get hyped. Shed heads get hyped. 124 to 133. 124 to 133. Get a stop. Get a stop. Get a stop. They're doubling. Ryan Nembhard swings it to Dwight Powell. The foul out there on Mobo. Not a bad foul. Gets him to the line. Stops the clock. Stops the clock. Stops the clock. All right. Joka Boy saying, if you want it back in, subscribe to the channel so the Raptors get some good luck. And then, this game gets crazy. Dwight Powell, front of the rim and in. 134. 124 to 134. 108 left in this game. All right. 135. We're going to have a better record than the Mavericks. 1 minute left. 124, 135. Fake comeback. Comeback? Will it happen? Gradey drives, gets fouled. If there's a possession you can have, that's the one you want to have. There's 1 minute left in this game exactly. Chicani Taos is saying, it's so fake. He looks so sad now. No, I believe. Gradey Dick at the free throw line. Bang. There we go. 125. Marcel said Dwight Powell shoots free throws blindfolded better than Jakob Poeltl with no blindfold. Gradey Dick knocks down the free throw. Raptors going to have a better record than the Mavericks. Jamal Shead hustling. Double team on Jaden Hardy. Dwight Powell dribbling up the court. And then they throw it in there. And Jaden Hardy throws a dunk down. And then we turn over the basketball. And then it's Mavericks ball. Okay. I concede this game. Caleb Martin and Jaden Hardy look exactly like. Gradey Dick knocks down the three. Oh my god. This is some crazy music. What the heck? 129 to 137. Hardy drives. Dwight Powell underneath an air. We got the ball. 129, 137. 15 seconds left. I mean, this is like impossible. Is it? Shoot it. 7 points. 6 points. Folks, the Raptors lose this game. And Caleb Martin dunks at the end. Makes it 139. Alrighty. I appreciate every single one of you that is tuned in. This game is over. That's why he's not in. Spam L in the chat if you are disappointed in this Raptors game. Spam L in the chat if you are disappointed. Folks, rip all your folks' parlays. Rip my heart, my soul. This was an ugly game. Specifically the second half, it was back and forth. There was a lot of hype. There's a lot of positivity. But am I losing hope in this season? No. I think this is a bad game. There's a lot of things we can fix. There's a lot of stuff we can improve on. But I appreciate every single one of you that tuned in. If you enjoyed the watch along, we have been live for 2 hours and 53 minutes. We hit the 200 subscribe goal. We get that to 210. That would mean the world to me. But if you enjoyed the commentary, if you enjoyed all this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll be back for all these Raptors live streams. So I appreciate every single one of you. If we play tomorrow, I might be out because I have a basketball game. But we should be hitting most of these. Anyways, folks, there'll be a post game happening tonight. If you watch this game and you're a part of the stream, then let me know in the comment section you're watching the post game that you came from the stream. I'll be liking all those comments. I appreciate every single one of you that have tuned into this channel, that have hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me as we continue to grow this. Gio, tell Marcel. Boo. Tell Marcel I'm just sad. He needs to stop roasting. But that is what it is. I appreciate every single one of you. Anyways, the Mavs fans have taken over this chat. Parlay folks have taken over the chat. Us Raptors fans, we will bounce back. We will bounce back. I still believe in this group. I still believe in this team. Anyways, you guys are the best. I'm signing out. Post game will be coming tonight. All right. I'm signing out. Cheers.
Raptors Digest percussion ignites. From the north, we bring the might. Clawing day, full of pride. Tune in now, join the ride.
Subscribe to the Raptors Digest. It's good for you.